The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo, who's out there? What's going on here? Itchy eyes. Bad pollen at the moment. Something strange going on here. Okay. So it's Christmas time, so we've got some decorations up. So good to be back. Haven't played that for a while. Let's give it a try. Good to be back.
Yes, my name is Ken.
The old famous Tyliar, Clockner, Secureteam fake. Yeah, never lived that down. Once everybody knows about it. That was one of his worst ever. Hey, we got someone on the side chat already. Miracles! How's it going out there? Down bad productions. We are here. Yeah. So we're getting more into the holiday mode of things. I suppose it's holiday over there in America at the moment with Thanksgiving, as they call it.
And I am dumbfounded as to what it could be.
Yeah, Black Friday. What is Black Friday about? So yeah, basically it's something about riots that occurred. No, not riots. Whereabouts was it now? Philadelphia, wasn't it? Where they had like football games on and they had lots of tourists there, and it caused mayhem on the streets. And the cops called it Black Friday because they were overworked because there wasn't enough of them or something. From what I've read anyway, that's what Black Friday's about. But it's been sabotaged by commercial interests over the years, and now it's this way to sell stuff with sales. Some used to say it was because of traffic accidents, wasn't it? During the sale periods, people weren't taking care on the roads. So yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a glitch.
Doesn't look like a glitch to me. Oh yeah, world control. That's a good one. Have you ever watched that movie, Colossus? About a supercomputer that takes over the nuclear silos and decides that for humans' best interest, it takes control of all the humans. It's a good movie if you've not seen it. It's like attaching AI, the first AI computer, but this is back in the it's a fairly old movie, 60s movie, was it? Going back that far. And Russia also goes online with their computer. And then the computer threatens to launch a nuclear missile if he doesn't get connection to the Russian computer, and the Russian computer is talking to the American computer. And they both decided, for humans' sake, they won't launch the missiles and use it as a threat to get humans doing what they want to live in peace. And it's quite a long movie too, I think. But it's the first time it had a really decent speech synthesis for robot voice. And of course, that music was used in music, like the one we just played, which I sped it up a wee bit, but because of copyright nonsense, right? Even though it's like probably outside copyright by now, who knows? But who cares anymore about stupid copyright music? It's nonsense. Who we got out there? Stone Hobbits here on Out There channel, and we got Michael King that's changed his name. Well, something strange going on there. Aren't we allowed to call you by your name anymore, Michael? Source code. What one haven't we played yet? Oh yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet. That's what I used to play when I used to get trolled a lot. Sing along. The thing is, I don't get trolled very much on YouTube anymore. I'm in a party mood today. We should be able to play music, decent music, but we can't because of stupid copyright laws. So anyway, the sounds we grew up with anyway, in my generation. Yeah, all these other funny bits we used to do as well. What was the Secureteam one? Troll. No, it wasn't Troll, was it? Oh yeah, it was. Let's see, I haven't played this one for a while.
And I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m.
Oh, you liar, Tyler.
To let.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Ken.
Disinformation artist. Disinformation artist.
Yeah, we got that out of the way with. That's an excellent one, though. Should play that more often. So, we'll never forget, will we, Tyler? And we actually got some Tyler stuff to go over today. Yeah, if you've not ever seen my funny series using Tyler, they probably got the most downvotes from his fans. That was hilarious. But Mr. King does love the Tyliar Secureteam series. I got a playlist here somewhere of it, so I should pop it up. Not there. There. I've changed the location, haven't I? Damn, stupid. I pushed the wrong thing. Who listens to podcasts anyway? They try to take on Spotify with that. Tyler. I've got so many playlists here. Not that anyone uses them, probably, apart from me. I'm just trying to remember what the first graphic was. Oh, there we go. That's it there. Tyliar Secureteam. He's a cocky bugger. Click on that. That plays the first one where he gets attacked by a duck trying to film the moon. Yeah, that really triggers the Tyler fans anyway. Let's see, post it up. I actually got to post up my book link too, haven't I? The Tyliar series. I see they're all sucking his sausage on his channel for the latest episode, which is hilarious. He's obviously watching me, right? And he's got his idea for his latest episode from me. You might be able to recall it about the fungus and all the stuff I talked about, like growing out with rats and insects and spiders and ants. You might be able to remember. Anyway, it's a playlist, so I think there's about 17 in there or something. Then I stopped making it because I got too much negativity from Google and from all the downvotes and stuff. Yeah, I even bought some modern voice modern software just to make it easier. Okay, so you can watch that after if you've not ever seen it before. The first one's a real crack up because it's actually edited, and the other ones I did is at live stream where he joins me on live stream, or he takes over from Mr. Grey and he has to tell the truth about all the fake UFO videos, which is a bit hard for him to do. When you do the impressions, etc., I laugh. What you saying there? What's up, guys? Yeah, it's better with the voice modern software though. Even Rob Farmer didn't like it, but we got him coming on as a special guest 28th of December after Christmas and before New Year's to come and rant about the year as it's gone by, 2025. So we'll be ranting about the talking heads that we're going to mention today as well. So it should be fairly fun, as long as I can afford to keep it going. Of course, terrible with money at the moment. So I finally spent $2.5 grand on my teeth. I got a new set of teeth and I feel good in the mouth finally. How long it lasts is another question. Bloody rip-off. It should last 5 years and mine only lasts about 2 years. Can't have keep forward and pay out on that, that's for sure. Yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Better get back to here. Yeah, so there are a few playlists there. There should be a few more actually. But yeah, I got one for Linda Moulton Howe. I got pretty much everyone there. Nick Pope. Oh yeah, that was a funny episode. That had Michael King and Stitches as well. Which one was the Nick Pope one? Hey guys, I was in hospital. Actually, it was a dentist. Where is it? Where's the Nick Pope one? Why can't I see it? Oh, there. Pope. It's in the playlist. That was a fairly long show, wasn't it? 4 hours as well. I don't know why they use that stupid word. Nick Pope came attacking me, which was hilarious. And after I aired the episode, he blocked me. Might just put it up. I was reading out some of the things and trying not. I was crying from laughing, guy, and that changed over the years. There's nothing that couldn't be gathered by anyone from a Google search. Yeah. They put him on stuff because he's a fancy accent. If you listen to the words that came out of his mouth, you see he is very, very stupid. Ah, that's hilarious. Where's the toy T-boy? It's not me that's saying this. Where's the T-boy one? That was hilarious. That really had me going. Post UFO office. He was a part of the MAD. It's not like the Ministry. I might have just missed it. Might just put it up. I should have just kept it playing probably. Anyway, I'll post it. I'll link to it. Nick Pope, classic one. There we go. So why can't people be truthful all the time? Why can't you just say that you're a secretary on a service desk? My role was logging calls of UFOs, phoning up a few people, forwarding it on to DI, waiting for their response, and then phoning up people to go out and take a snapshot of this and this, so we can include it in the report or whatever, because he didn't go out. So if DI said, oh, that sounds like it's a lighthouse on such and such island,
donated £10 through Super Chat. You're making me laugh, which I need right now. Thanks, slightly smiling face.
Thanks, mate. I'm playing. Called up the person and ask them this and this and this. Yeah, I'm just saying that if all these shills out there, they don't need to make up stuff. They don't need to fake stuff. They don't need to keep putting up fake stuff. They just need to be like me, just be honest, and then people know you're honest, and they can trust what you come out with, right? For some reason, I can't understand why 50,000 fans still follow Secureteam and actually thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. Some watch him for entertainment, they reckon. Why? If you're not interested in UFOs, why would you go there? Just to laugh at them, or what? I don't know. I don't understand. I suppose we laugh at them because we know the truth. Yeah. So what is this one here? Just want to play that funny comment. So that's weird. Photographer to and take a snapshot for the report, blah blah blah. I just can see what was going down myself in the head, right? I just can't scroll properly on this stupid new player. So anyway. What's up, Nick Pope? Everyone's picking on me. Well, if you don't tell the truth, you're going to get picked on. Nick Pope is a dude who supposedly had a part in running the British. So you can see how the story keeps getting embellished and expanding outwards. So now he's running the British Ministry of Defence UFO program. Oh, that sounds really important. And yet he is seemingly much less informed and less knowledgeable than Elizondo. That's just hilarious. Nick Pope routinely does these wacky history shows. Bingo. Appears on television talking about the subject with his deer in headlights look all the time. The only thing I'm yet to hear that is interesting from him is that he saw the original Calvine UFO picture. I think so have we now, haven't we? Oh, maybe we've seen a scan of it, not the actual photo. How is he even able to speak about the supposed UFO office? He was a part of the MOD. It's not like the Ministry of Defence is a small thing too. Why doesn't he have any important info to share? Yeah, exactly. Has anyone actually confirmed he worked there? Yeah, Mick Pope has. Oh no. Oh, we can get rid of that. Oh, that's good. Oh, I got tears in my eyes just reading that. It's so true though, isn't it? He was Yeah, I'll leave it there. That was a funny episode, that one was. Going through all the Nick Pope stuff. Oh no, I got tears in my eyes. Going, oh dear. Yeah, so some really good.
Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 45.
There's some good episodes out there we did, right? Just being honest, reading out what other people are saying as well. There's also some comedies I did. I did some comedies. You might remember, if you're not seen the what is it, the Thirdphase ones I did, where they faked being in where was it now, Philippines, and the guy gets attacked by a cardboard cutout. You might be able to recall it. It was in one of my debunked videos anyway, but yeah. See, the playlists don't always come up. Let's see, it's got Blake on the cover, I think. Oh, there's Linda Moulton Howe. Some of her stuff is hilarious as well. And then you got GUFON movie, which is hilarious too. Yeah, I should play a bit of that too, just to remind people about it. Paul's in a funny mood today.
I decided you can't beat them. You just can't.
All right, he's plugging Thirdphase. Yeah. Oh, I want my cousins.
You want to beat everybody. You be the owner. That's the only. I don't own YouTube. I have to follow the guidelines. So I'm figuring out ways to do things. Again, you know, as always, the morphing show.
Yeah, that was a good bit. That was. Let's just go back a wee bit on that one.
Sticker super chat. GM in the house. Thank you very much for that. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you have
He looks like he's straight out of prison there, doesn't he?
contributed before. I appreciate that. Thank you again. Thank you. You know,
yeah, he was trying to tell everyone that he was using the money for his own channel, but he was actually funding his lifestyle. He was total liar, this guy. He can never tell a straight truth. He's always got to embellish it and twist it, but like Tyler. He attacks everybody else, but he's the same as the people he's attacking. It's hilarious, really.
I am not sure when I'm going to get my stimulus check, if I'm going to get it. GUFON is totally supported by you. I live off that.
Now, this Dr. J Radio is a scumbag. He's the reason that my channel went backwards. He put a strike on my channel for playing a fair use clip of his bad interview with Corey Good, and he wouldn't release it. And back then, Google had different strikes. So as soon as you got a strike, instead of a warning strike like they give now, they disable your live streaming for 3 months. So we didn't have any sort of backup then. We didn't have alt media to switch over, and I didn't have a second account lined up with enough users on it to be able to use streaming on it. So yeah, we were screwed for 3 months. And yeah, back then I had like 30 to 50 people watching. Nowadays I'm lucky to get 10. And I was making about $100 a week in donations, which supplemented my low income I was getting. Kept rolling over nicely, you know. Yeah, I sent them emails. I said, can you release that copyright? You know it's fair use. I said, look, I'm disabled with my eyes at the moment, and I'm on sickness help, and I need the extra money. He wouldn't release it. He wouldn't even reply to me. He's a scumbag, Dr. J Radio.
Thank you so much. It goes right back in.
And of course, there was a clip on Thirdphase that I played as well. So Thirdphase got him to strike me, basically. Yeah, you notice the thing with Thirdphase, they always use other people to do their dirty work. Bit like Tyler does. He hires people to do the dirty work, trolling, hacking, or whatever. And this is that. You should have LG and the Out There channel on your show via Zoom and let them talk it out. The last I heard from LG was about my dog when he was sick. And out of the blue, you know, after all the crap he pulled on me. But the thing is, he was on the take. You know, he was taking money from Secureteam, $500 a month. You know, he didn't come clean about it. He was making excuses he didn't know. I said, well, now you do know, you can refund it all. No, that didn't happen. Instead, he took a lawsuit against Secureteam over the graphic logo. He found that he had stolen it from a graphic website, which was a competition. And the artist should have been paid for rights to use it. So Secureteam stole it. So Secureteam was a week away from losing this channel, and they worked out a deal. I don't know how much it would have been. Big money, I'd say. And he got the channel released, and they got the copyright released. But anyway,
into the show.
There's a lot of drama and stuff that people don't know that went on with the channels. And eventually LG got fed up with Google suppressing him because he was attacking Secureteam as well in the end. And I'm pretty sure there's people inside that work for Tyler on Google. They suppressed his channel so it never got any views, just like mine wasn't. So yeah, it's a lot of dirtiness out there. It might even be government controlled or government propaganda controlled. They left Secureteam, they left Thirdphase because it hides all their Black Ops stuff they're doing. But they didn't like me. And they still don't like me. Sometimes I'm lucky to get one visitor out, unless I'm doing my own promotions on Reddit and other things where they haven't got control bullocks of it. But anyway, I'm really bitter. But it hasn't stopped me going, and, you know, I run everything on an oily rag, as you know.
If there's not anybody working harder than me in ufology, really, at this point, Thirdphase of Moon.
This guy is delusional, and he still rabbits on about the same stuff, that he's truthology for ufology. He's far from it, guys. Although he is correct sometimes on some politics, and he's also correct on the Age of Disclosure movie. He's got the same views as I have there. So he is not always wrong, but yeah. He's definitely, he loves the money anyway.
Does it more than anybody I've ever talked to. It's crazy how many, what do they call it? Rods they have, irons they have in the fire. There's always 3 or 4 things in the making. Never see anything like it. It's kind of motivated me, as you could tell. Making videos for Thirdphase. Got a really good one coming up later. Tonight I'll be posting something to Thirdphase. Tomorrow another one will come out in the morning. I'm on a mission. Yeah, I'm on a mission. I think I figured it out. We don't mind. Like, Thirdphase doesn't mind me using their stuff. I'm not making any money off of it. They verbally said I could use it, but even if they didn't, it could be bad for me if I didn't have their permission. And it can be bad for a lot of people who use Thirdphase's videos. Now, they don't strike people. I didn't know this. I don't know if they have in the past, but they said if we don't ever want to strike anybody if we don't have to. Now,
they struck me.
The Out There channel I've been putting up with because who's taking them? I mean, Paul, no offense. Nobody's really listening or taking it. And me too. I only have 60 people a show, 70. Well, now more than 100.
Now, he come to my live shows and basically tried to steal my viewers off me pretty much. And he did. He took some with him. And then he got Thirdphase to try and shut me down with the copyright strike, which was false. But back then you had to count it. Now, if they rejected it, even though you said it was fair use and you wrote it up a thing, if they rejected it, then if you wanted to repel it again, you had to provide your name and address. And I thought, well, that sounds really stupid, because Dr. J is a lawyer. If he's got my name and address, he's just going to bypass Google and start doing threats in the post or over the phone. He'll send around hire someone in New Zealand to do it, right? When Google should really be the man in the middle and control it all. And if they can't, then they finally let it go to court. And I think Stephen Cambion's having a bit of trouble about that at the moment with various people, including James Fox. So I'll play a clip of that today too. It's hilarious. But yeah, I've always had lots of trouble with this guy. He's toned down a lot because Thirdphase said he had to. Because he'll lose all his subscribers if he starts debunking like he used to and attacking people like he used to. Now he tries to bite his tongue, but he lets it slip sometimes. He doesn't like Lou Reviews guy, and he doesn't like Fessler and a few others that he sometimes spouts out their names. So, but yeah. If you haven't seen the movie, it's well worth it. I've had a little bits and pieces in between, and I'll just play the intro of it here. There we go. The music I wrote myself as well.
Where Where else are you going to get this kind of entertainment, my friends? This is the ufology I dreamed of. Having fun, having a good time, just letting loose. Who gives a crap what people think? The button, 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 blowing up past enemies. He does it with his finger. Does it with his finger. Boop, 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 boop. Q-bird, boop, boop, boop.
Like I said, some people in ufology do have mental problems.
Whoop. I'm gonna get my box inside of a box. Look how stupid you ufologists are. You'll believe anything. The Out There channel is saying that I called him a pedophile. He's saying that pedophile, all I do is bully people. He's sending these messages. He's sending my show to Brandon. Brandon, look at Rich. Look how he attacks you. He called me a pedophile, which I never did, by the way.
I just showed you proof he did.
Mentally challenged a pedophile.
He's such a liar, this guy.
They wouldn't understand what they're doing. I would never do that. Yeah.
And he's never apologized for being an asshole that he was. Yeah, did I post a link to it? Yeah, these are all the things to do with him. I'll just post it there from, I guess. Pedo Pool. Yeah, what an asshole. GUFON. Yeah, so he may not have said it directly, but he did say it in comments, and of course, because I was subbed to him, it would send that message to me in email too. So I had an email copy as well as a screen snapshot of him talking to people, saying all the bad things about me, which went true. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you're talking about there, Stone Hobbit. A round table? Are you talking about at the moment? Because I got pretty busy with the show. When you're most welcome to come, message in Discord, I suppose you mean. So you mean sometime in the future. Yeah, we definitely need more laughing and truth in ufology, and at the moment we don't get it. So yeah, when the going gets tough, you make fun of them, basically, and it works, you know. Yes, there's a lot of funny stuff we did in that with GUFON, where he's debunking stuff and making a real hack job of it, and I was showing you what actually it was. Anyway. And there was some other comedies too that I did. I was looking at I was in the right place after all that. Let me just find it quickly. With the Thirdphase stuff, that's hilarious. That's one I spent a bit of time on, actually. Blake Cousins and his brother in the North Pole for Christmas. So it is nearing Christmas. So it was about this time when I made the video. People don't look through all my stuff, so they miss out on lots of good stuff that we've done over the years. I repost it and recap it from time to time, just in case. Blake Cousins, where are you? What was that one? Oh yeah, Bigfoots. So that was a good one. The Bigfoot playlist. The Real Truth of Secureteam. You get that on the homepage, that one. I must have gone past them. Where is it? And of course, there's no easy way to search playlists, I don't think. Google keep doing things not actually improve what they're existingly got, you know, to make things easy. The app sucks. You can't even search on the app for your own episodes. If you search for your episode, it always brings up all the fake sites first, all their big name players and TV shows that they promote. What can I see it? Thirdphase. Should have been that far down. Maybe they've changed the thumbnails again. They keep doing that. Yeah. UFON. Tesla. Let's just try and search it. That's another good one here, isn't it? Bob Lazar ones. Sakaro ones, which I should really redo that one. Because I'm 100% sure I was totally correct about it being a helicopter, a strange looking helicopter they were using back then that could lift a lot of weight, flying around with a surveyor attached to the side, and they used to test it out in the desert. And I looked at the blueprints and mucked up the show where I got some of the measurements wrong in my head, and I should really redo it and just overlay it properly to show you it actually matches up with all the footprints that they measured. But it had all that, the wizards on it, all the experts. What's his name? Heinrich, or whatever his name is. And Valet. This proves that even scientists can't figure it out stuff all the time. Sometimes you just need someone of a different thinking. Yeah, I know you've probably seen it fly by and I haven't seen it, but there should have been one here for Thirdphase. It shouldn't have been that hard to find it. Yeah, let's just try search. What do we call it? North Pole. There was a playlist for them. Yeah, there we go. Finds it straight away, but it's not the playlist. But if you click on that, it'll probably be in the playlist, will it?
If you have it.
Is that the playlist? No. Anyway, I'll just share it anyway. And there's another few other comedies out there with Secureteam have done, as well as them. Copy. I'll just post that one up. Cousins in North Pole. There we go. You got lots of stuff to watch after anyway. I'll just play the opening clip of it anyway. It makes me laugh because he looks like he's got frostbitten lips. I'm actually using Blake talking. It's actually his lips, but I put it behind like a cartoon clip on the face. I'll just skip on a bit there.
Blake and Brett Cousins here, live from North Pole. We will be taking callers live on air now from all over the world. So phone in now. We are the #1 UFO channel and radio station.
You might remember they had a radio show where people called in and started talking about the UFO sightings. I'm pretty sure some of them were paid shills to phone in and pretend. In fact, some were even pranksters, and they put them on the air anyway. But yeah, you can see it looks like he's frostbitten, but it's actually it's really his lips behind or something, I think.
Our first caller is live from Canada. Well,
I scaled it up. It looks really funny.
Welcome to #1 UFO chat worldwide.
Yeah, they kept saying they're #1, didn't they?
This is Mr. Simpleton. Hey guys, I really like your channel. I've been watching you for years. I want to know why you're cousins, but everyone says you're brothers. I'm confused. Are you brothers or cousins? Oh, thank you, Simpleton, for watching us for many years. So your question is, why are we cousins, but we're brothers? Well, on the island there was a lot of inbreeding, and we're the result. What can I say more than that? On to our next caller, and look who it is, it's Mr. Ed. He's phoned us a few times and sent us some interesting photographs. He's on the line now, and he's got some extra photos.
See, Tyler, you can make funny stuff instead of trying to fake real stuff, and you can get away with it.
From a recent abduction that he wants to talk about. We will transfer the photos across by the
I actually did a fairly good script on this, didn't I?
web, and put them up now while he talks about what he's got.
Hey Blake and Brent, thanks for having me on your show again. I was abducted last night and I managed to get some snapshots off. Here I have got a photo showing the interior of the UFO, and see what you think of that. And I've got another one here.
Now, Mr. Ayers, Alien Addict, said he reckoned it was them pretending to be another channel. And Mr. Ed started up a channel, and he put up all these blurry and photographs that looked like models, and it looked very similar to some of this hoaxing they did in the past. But this is really a wee bit of a piss take on that Mr. Ed that kept calling in. So that's meant to be like the best picture of inside a UFO, right? As you know, it's Spud Cam.
With the beings looking over me. Unfortunately, the clarity's not so good.
As you know, that most UFO footage is always out of focus.
The room was sort of foggy inside. Some sort of mist that they breathe. And I think the EMF of the UFO affects the smartphone.
What do you think about that, Brent? I think it's amazing couple of photos. It's the best photo of inside a UFO we have to date. We can almost make out the beings looking over you. Our fans are going to love these ones. And what else you got? Why did they take you?
Silly brother. He's got my name wrong. He's thinking of Brent ever since he picked up that guy in the pub last night. I'm Brett, not Brent.
So back then in ufology, they weren't sure if his brother's name was Brent or Brett, and if every episode you'd watch it, they'd switch it around to saying, "Oh, Blake Cousins and his brother Brett," or then next time it'd be Blake Cousins and Brent. So I sort of included that into the comedy. But yeah, unless you're around at the time and go back through the old episodes, you'll find a lot of people calling his brother Brett. Anyway, you can watch it in your own time. There is a playlist of comedies out there though. There's another one where they talk to UFO Proof, which I believe he must have ended up in prison because he disappeared. Eventually got caught. Yeah, so he interviews them. Just skim it a bit. I suppose I might have to post it separately.
This week I've only got time for a small funny.
Then we get on with the new stuff anyway.
Get to do.
Yeah, UFO proof back then was debunking Thirdphase, and then he ended up joining them because he thought he was going to be super rich from exposing all the fraud out there, and he found that there was a backlash. So he decided to switch sides and actually have Thirdphase on and offer to analyze their footage for them, just like LG tried that with Secureteam. And yeah, it didn't quite work. He lost half his fan base instantly. And yeah, he had like a few hardcore followers for some reason. They liked him.
Showing some cartoon characters representing a short version of the interview. Hope you enjoy it and enjoy your weekend or rest of the weekend. Mine's just coming to an end again. And if you like the video, click the like button on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot. And see you again soon.
Back then, I didn't have live streams. We didn't have live streams when I started the channel for the first year or two. And it took me a wee while to get the computer, a new computer to be able to run it anyway. But yeah, we got there in the end.
What's up?
So as you know, they live in a big mansion, right? So here's a toilet where they pop out of because they're turds.
It's Kyla from UFO Proof. I've been waiting here to do an interview with the cousins from Thirdphase of the Moon. They have a show. Whoops, here they come. Where have they been?
Of course, they're identical because they're twins.
We are the Bleak Cousins. You can call me B1, and he can be called B2.
Hi, guys.
Anyway, yeah, I'll share that one. You can watch it in your own time. But anyway, we better get on with the main stuff. What's that? Stone Rabbit? Okay, Remy's loved it. Have to go for my live. Thanks, Paul, for the vibe. So yeah, Thirdphase. The people that ruined ufology for 200 years, and it's still being ruined by the next generation of disclosure shellheads, Zondos. Apparently he's made about $1.5 million out of the latest stuff anyway. And he's doing okay. So yeah, let's kick it off. I'll do Secureteam since you're in the mood. Kick it off with my name.
Yes, my name is Ken.
So you might be able to remember I did an episode on the black fungus hoax, and it turned out to be actually black plastic with blowpipes to make it move. Well, yeah, I sort of laughed when I saw this one talking about his clickbait title, "Something terrifying is happening to spiders, scientists worried." Okay, so he's got a movie clip. Obviously it's not wise to play that, just in case I get a copyright on it, because they like Secureteam.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
It's Tyler here with Secureteam, and today we are diving into one of the strangest, creepiest, and honestly most unsettling stories.
Unsettling stories, guys.
To hit the natural world in a long time, because while
and of course this is very old news because I went over it and it's not the first time I've talked about this fungus. It was known for years, and of course fungus has a habit of spreading, and you know, spiders can crawl into shipping containers and get transported around the world, and then the fungus then spreads, you know. So yeah, there might be certain insects that get infected by it and gets killed off worldwide.
While everyone's out there worried about aliens, conspiracies, and government secrets, nature quietly decided to drop its own.
So what's funny is he's meant to be like a UFO channel, right? And suddenly he's talking about spiders and fungus. Because it's an easy story, right? Wasn't he not doing Asia Disclosure? Wasn't he not doing all the up-to-the-minute current affairs stuff that people kept demanding from him? You know, he's definitely lost the plot. But he doesn't really want to do it, I don't think. Because he's got enough money already. He's got millions of dollars, you know. His houses will be paid off. I reckon he's got a franchise as well. I remember someone saying he had a franchise in a fast food joint, so that can make like $10,000 a week kind of easily. And if he's like a silent partner, because fast food chains, you normally have to have someone that was trained up in it before they can buy the franchise. But you can be a silent partner where you fund it and get a portion of the sales. So he's probably set up for life. He doesn't have to do his channel anymore, and he's probably buying a new house every year and renting it out and getting money that way too.
Own horror show, and it's happening right now all over the world, in sheds, basements, gardens, storm drains, the kinds of
sounds like a thriller, doesn't it? It's all happening in the basements.
places you don't want surprises.
It's in the basement.
So people are calling.
I've seen it in my basement. Of course, he was in the basement when he was doing his live shows.
These things zombie spiders, and know that's
zombie spiders.
Not a movie title, not a meme, not clickbait, but actual.
So he's gone out there and done a bit more research after seeing my show, found some more images.
Spiders discovered across multiple continents, frozen in the...
so it goes on a bit, you know, it just brings up all these gory pictures that people don't want to see. Yeah. And of course that one I showed you guys with the fungus that takes over the ant's brain and tells it to climb the tree, and then tells the ant to bite down so hard on the branch so it doesn't fall off that it kills itself doing so, and then it just feeds on the rest of the ant, ready to create spores for the next victim. Now there's nothing like that for humans at the moment, but that's how this whole episode's about, right? It's not worth listening to it, really. A bit of fear-mongering mixed in with facts, like he usually does. Yeah, you know, a lot of spiders are harmless, but they do help to keep the fly population down. Let me just check here a minute. Okay. What was I going to say about it? Yeah, so humans, the only thing that can make people into zombies is that date drug. where you inject it into people and you can tell them to do things, but they don't remember when they finally wake out of the drug-induced thing. They use it in hospitals, right? So when you have endoscope, they put it into you, and they can give you instructions and stuff, and you're just like a zombie. So you can, if they ask you to swallow and stuff, you don't remember anything like that, and you feel like vomiting, of course, when you got something down your throat. But yeah, if you've never had the endoscope thing, you won't understand what I mean. He actually did another update on 3i Atlas, which is totally false, of course. Even the click plate title on it's wrong. It's totally false. Alright, so he put up another one. Alright, he's put up another one. If you find this strange mark on the screen, we have to watch that one. Okay, he's got if it's not a comet, 3i Atlas. Now we know that's false, right? We went through the AI on it. In fact, let's give that a try. I might just copy that. Let's try the AI on the video itself, because it can actually, Google can actually access the transcripts now. AI. Let's see what Google breaks it down, because there'll be some truth what was said in interviews and stuff, but yeah. Go there. Let's see, let's try this. How much of this episode is truth? Let's see what happens there. It'll take a wee while to process it, I suppose. This episode is based on a mix of verifiable astronomical observation and highly speculative interpretations. That's what I just said. See, I should be AI. Here's a breakdown. Verified facts and confirmed anomalies. Non-gravitational acceleration. Scientific concern. Most scientists attribute the acceleration to outgassing. Yep. The 4 arc-second deviation from its predicted path is a real measurement cited by researchers. But it's not outside the normal, though. But we'll come back to that, see what it says. Unusual characteristics. Brightened dramatically and was absurd. Displayed complex jet structures. Not a threat. The video correctly states the 3As is not heading straight to Earth. Speculation and non-scientific claims. The alien tech conclusion, the video's title and central theory that acceleration is undeniable proof of alien tech and that the object is an alien ship is highly speculative hypothesis championed by a few researchers, mostly notably A.V. Loeb, and not the conclusion of the broader astronomical community, which favours the natural cometary outgassing explanation. Hoaxes debunked by the video itself. The episode correctly identifies and debunks 2 popular online rumours, which is kind of strange that he would actually include those and then debunk them, because remember I sort of used AI to debunk it too. The Fibonacci signal stemmed from one YouTuber or something, or stemmed from one X account, which was a made up story. Alleged leaked Japanese photo of spaceship blended with a comet. I don't think we looked at that one. I think that would come out after. In summary, the episode accurately reports on real, unusual astronomy data, the colour and political interest, but then presents a fringe. Yeah, this is what Tyler does all the time. Speculative theory, alien technology is most likely. Yeah, so he says on title, not a comet, which is false. That's a very accurate. You are correct. Also, the deviation is within norms. 4%, was it? That's a good point. The video interpretation of data is heavily based. And with regard to norms, the scientific consensus is yes, non-gravitational acceleration is normal for comets. The debate about three axes is being unusual is not about whether acceleration happened, but whether the magnitude of the acceleration can be explained. Researchers like O.V. Loeb argue that if there is not a large detectable plume of gas, in short, the deviation itself is a common natural feature of comets, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm correct again. Also, I believe A.V. Loeb has now admitted it is a comet. I think there was an interview he did on news recently. A fair assessment. It is correct to say that O.V. Loeb has not definitely admitted Atlas is a comet in the way majority of the scientific community has. He acknowledged cometary features. He sees it as defying classification, defies comet classification, and does not behave like a comet. Comet. He offers a fork. He has begun reported as stressing that he is not certain that 3 as an alien, but yeah, change the story now, isn't it? Both technological possibilities remain viable. Yeah. Fair assessment. Okay, we got there in the end. But anyway, probably should keep that open. We'll probably end up using it. So yeah, where's Secureteam? So I'll just play a clip of it anyway. We've just broken it down. So now you can actually run a episode through AI and get it checked out that way, which is kind of handy. If it's got a transcript, of course. Yeah, I just need to get a drink. I don't know, guys. So he did this after he got attacked, when he tried to debunk something, wasn't it? In the episode before, can't remember what it was about now. And he got attacked by his fan base, and they said they were quitting. So now he's brought out this one, siding with A.V. Loeb instead. Bloody CPU is clicking down. Hate that music.
So, if you thought this interstellar traveler was done causing chaos, think again. 3-Eye Atlas, the third confirmed visitor from another star system, just popped out from behind the sun, and this time we've got real data confirmed by major telescopes. No more rumors. Astronomers confirmed it. 3-Eye Atlas is back. It's speeding up and it's drifting 4 arc seconds off the track that everyone expected. Now, to give you some context, 4 arc seconds is a tiny angle, but in the precision world of orbital mechanics, that deviation is massive. Something's nudging this thing. Not wildly, but just enough to be noticed. Honestly, this is the strongest case yet.
So you had to twist it, right? It's not massive at all. It's within the norm.
For the alien ship theory, as it pertains to 3-Eye Atlas. The science is getting weird. Government's starting to sweat a little bit, and the whole thing feels like a sci-fi tabloid circus. But here's what's actually happening. In early November, 3-Eye Atlas reappears after its perihelion dive. That's the term for its closest pass to the sun. And so it goes behind the sun, and now the latest image.
Okay, so where's all the speculation?
From the object, with the dust tail going the other way. Now, that's physically possible in nature, but it just makes 3-Eye Atlas look even stranger. And this is where it gets political.
So it's got an abnormal makeup to other comments, and of course the gas is outvetting as the sun rays are hitting it head on. It's causing a spurt of gas out the front, which then curves around and creates a coma, and then a tail, or a short tail in this case, well, a tail that wasn't quite visible, but there was one there. Because the outgassing is shooting out a jet in the front. They're saying it's firing off its jet motors to slow down the spaceship, which was nonsense, of course. But anyway, so that one's garbage. So let's hope maybe his new episode is more on UFOs again, because people, some people were bitching about him doing Spider one when there's so much happening in ufology at the moment.
Every day, thin, sharp, well-defined jets firing off the object and its fragments. Not the fuzzy little puffs that you get from a dusty comet. These.
So he's saying it's not a comet, and he's wrong. It's just a different type of comet. Comet. Damn, nose is blocking up again. But anyway, let's look at the next one. How long ago did he put it out? Must have been recent, because I haven't seen it. Or any of it. If you find the strange mark on your skin, run. Well, I've shown you my strange marks I got on my arm and also on the back, but I'm not running anywhere.
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Well, today...
Actually, I did get some funny spots like that, didn't I? Remember? And it looked like it was forming a star map.
Today I want to talk about one of the most fascinating, and some would say frightening, facets of this research into the alien phenomenon and the ongoing cover-up over the years of it. What many of the doctors who have attempted to remove these things, all the way to the scientists who then receive these objects and then attempt to analyze them, the consensus is clear, which is that there are foreign objects.
Yeah, a lot of it turned out really to be bunk though, isn't it? You normally get stuff stuck in your toes and feet over the years if you walk on glass or splinters, and it can be embedded and it ends up being something hard in the body that you don't even notice is there. And I guess this is someone's hand, so maybe it's a glass splinter or something, you know. Some of them they have done analysis on to find different strange isotopes, isn't it? So can't rule it out completely, but a lot of it I think is explainable.
Objects not of this earth that have been found implanted under the skin within the...
You know, it doesn't look like some sort of radio transmitter, you know. Does look like, you know, bits of junk that microscopic junk. We're talking about millimeters here, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4 millimeters across. Must admit, that's a fairly big piece of stuff to have in your skin, though.
Muscles and around the bodies of countless individuals here around the globe. The question of alien implants and just what they are. Where do they come from? What is their makeup? Why?
And the more interesting ones were the ones that seemed to have like tentacles off them. And they reckon they moved, maybe because they were magnetized as they got to the tools to cut it out closer and move away.
Have we not been able to pin down a concrete answer as to why they're being found that proves that we are not only being visited, but that we are being physically interacted with?
It's better when you got your own story. Remember, my one had these strange hard things on my arm that popped up, and I dug them out. And they thought, when I looked at it, I thought, oh, that looks like the Southern Cross with the pointers and some other stars. So I talked about it, but you know, I wasn't sure about it being anything alien related. But I have got the 3 holes in the lump that appeared in my back 2 years after I had the alien grey visit.
And that brings us today to a couple of new photographs that originally I didn't receive at the same time, and only after.
He never looks at his emails anyway. If he looked at his emails and saw something that someone sent him for a story, that's probably remarkable. But yeah, what's remarkable about that? You know, people are going to get scratches. It looks like he's got what they call cat claws, you know, where people had mental problems and they used a knife to cut across the wrists all the time to try and get attention. Mostly females do it, though.
After some time kind of connecting the dots, did I say, okay, something is going on here, and either
he wouldn't know because he's not an experiencer.
Some photographs, and it was from a woman out of Greenville, Mississippi.
I told you. And she's got cat scratches. It's mostly cat scratches because my sister's boy was doing it, and the shrink said, "Oh yeah, this is very common, but only mostly females do it, and they grow out of it eventually, go through the depression stage."
What amounted to a mysterious, almost what appeared to be a scar that had appeared within only a week's time at about the middle point of her left forearm. And as you're seeing,
so it's all speculative, though. You know, you get scratches on yourself that you don't even know they're there. Yeah, so you can just mention it, but it's not really solid proof at all.
Seeing here, it took on the shape of almost what appeared to be a scar. However, this woman who at the time...
really, it's got to be a full story to this before it actually you can take it seriously. Like she was being abducted for years, and then finally she got the scar on the arm and all that sort of stuff, you know.
Time was around 27 years old, had never had a scar on her arm, had never had any major surgeries in her life, was by all accounts luckily unbothered by life's, bumps and mishaps, scrapes and cuts that would lead to...
He's dragging it out, isn't he?
Cancerous, and although it took the shape of a scar, the doctor himself knew that this woman had never been cut, seeing as he had been her doctor since she was a child, and having checked her medical records and so on, there was no indicator that she had ever gotten stitches or...
yeah, but she might have done cat scratches and done it herself, right? So they're saying that it was done by surgery, right?
Many people will send me things, send me stories.
Still going on about it. People send you stuff that never gets read out, mate.
Give you a side-by-side comparison. And I have to say, when I first saw this new email, I thought that it...
Another one doing cat scratches, is it? Looks like it. Because if you get three scratches, especially in hard-to-reach places, they often say it's demonic, right? Trinity, mocking the Trinity.
Next, in many of these implant cases, they'll go to a doctor, and this time, along with this photograph, I was emailed a screen grab of one of the x-rays taken of the arm at a local urgent care that the woman finally went to, and your attention should immediately be drawn to something that's, well, out of place. The only thing that should be showing up is the bone. And yet what was immediately apparent to the doctor and to the woman was that something was in there. Something, they didn't know what it was. They didn't...
Yeah.
Membrane, nerve cells, otherwise infused with...
Yeah. So that's all he's going to talk about, I think.
Claiming that he had discovered proof of, quote, non-terrestrial experimentation on mankind. Starting at around...
Dr. Lear. Yeah, Dr. Lear stuff. Kind of looks horrible, doesn't it? Come on, magnify, play it. Kind of looks almost like a shell of a bug, you know. Something left over from a bug. They got into the body and crystallized. There are all sorts of parasites out there.
Removal of these objects and how the patients began flooding in. He hired a dentist, a radiologist, and a general surgeon.
So he actually died from shingles, of all things. Which is related to chicken pox, isn't it? It comes up later in life. There's a vaccine for it now, but it costs like $1,000 to get it. Unless the government pays for it when you hit 65 in New Zealand. But yeah, it's a lot of money. Obviously, he didn't get the vaccine. But he died from complications of shingles, of all things. Quite scary. Of course, that adds into the conspiracy theory. Was somehow maybe he was killed with something else to silence him.
Gray sort of membrane, and it's a very tough biological cocoon, if you will, that in many...
Yeah, so I'd rather listen to Dr. Lear talk about it, because he's more qualified than listen to this guy.
Underneath this area, and you know, I just hope that she will respond.
So that's that done. 7k likes. You know, I got some better episodes up there talking about Patient 15, where they got magnetized plastic of all things from one of the contactees that had implants. Also talk about, is it Patient 17 that Corbell did? And he actually got a chance to video it, the thing, and you can see how badly Dr. Lear didn't have a control in place. So a lot of these things that they pull out the body can actually emit radio frequencies, not even being alien technology. Like, they know if you use light on certain chemicals, it will create frequencies that he measured. quite naturally without it being aliens involved. So, yeah, I talk about that in the episode, talking about Patient 17. But no one was interested. Everybody loves cool Bauer, right? Anyway, Secureteam's done with. If you want to go and watch it, go ahead. But you're not going to get much more information out there. Oh yeah, this is funny. Anyway, Cambian's back out surgery and recouping. So he actually gives us an update what happened to him. We've just played that now.
I'll make sure many.
But yeah, he talks about James Fox's is hilarious. We'll just go back a wee bit here, where he talks about what he was up to.
You start taking things for granted. And I suppose, didn't really think much about my vision disability or anything like that. So several weeks ago, I'm trying to finish building this cabin before winter comes. That's now off the table. Life is what happens when you're busy making plans. So I sucked in a bunch of concrete dust, and then I started violently puking. I had a very bad, violent reaction to this cement dust.
Why wasn't he wearing a mask when he was doing that, Everybody talks about safety first. Do it yourself, people. Generally don't wear masks. Now, my dad was doing compost, and it's well known you get certain diseases from compost, from bacteria, and you should be wearing the mask. So he actually got really sick. Was it? I can't remember what it's called now. Is it Legionnaire's disease or something? I don't know. It really messed him up, where he gets ammonia in the lungs. So he had to be on a course of 2 different antibiotics to get rid of it. And it threw him back a bit. He lost 15 kgs in the process too, because it put him off eating. Because antibiotics was really hard on the stomach.
Being ingested, and I puked my brains out. Turns out that's really bad if you're puking that violently and having dry heaves even for an aneurysm sort of situation, even in your past. And all those years ago, I had what was called a coiling procedure, where basically they take a tiny filament, I think it's platinum, and they wrap it around the aneurysm so that it doesn't pop and kill you. That would be in a blood vessel. And so for whatever reason, they think it was the violent reaction to the cement dust. That aneurysm began rupturing again, shooting blood onto my brain. So I experienced what they call a...
So if you get extreme coughing and sneezing, it can cause a brain bleed. So if you've got something going wrong in veins or arteries, watch out. Try not to do violent coughing.
Brain hemorrhage, which just means bleeding on the brain. And by the way, I'm sharing all of this just to dispel all of the rumors. Boy, what a rumor mill. And these are just the ones I've heard. Steve's not streaming because his wife threw him out of the house. Steve's not streaming because he got evicted from his house and they foreclosed on his house. And various other rumors, including that I died suddenly. And that's why...
Because the rumor that Secureteam got thrown out the house was actually a true one. He was actually in a motel for a while.
There was no word from me. No, the truth is, I went to the doctor as scheduled, and the doctor, as soon as she examined me, was concerned enough to send me straight to the ER and call ahead. And I immediately got, some imaging done, and they saw that I had a brain bleed, a hemorrhage, and scheduled me with a neurologist and a neurosurgeon. And that's another stupid rumor. There's actually people out there saying that Steve faked this for sympathy donations or something stupid like that. There's been several people saying that. I don't know who would
Tyler
fake
did.
a life-threatening illness, but I'm not one of those people. I even thought about releasing some of my medical records, but then I thought, like, I don't have to do that. I don't know. So to dispel the rumors, no.
Yeah, I had to do that with mine too. I released about my eyesight and stuff, because people were, like GUFON were saying that I was making it up.
The wife didn't throw me out. My home is fine. It's there's no banknote on my home, by the way. So somebody saying that my house got foreclosed on, that's pretty retarded, right? I don't know. I don't even, whatever. But to just set the record straight. So this is what happened. So I go to the ER, and they immediately are very, very concerned. And they put me in the neurocritical care unit, which is like intensive care unit for people with neurological or, pending neurosurgery. And I was there for, I think it's 11 or 12 days and nights. So a little bit of an unscheduled vacation. And during those 11 days and nights, or 12 days and nights, I had two separate surgeries. One was another coiling procedure where they take look up coiling neurosurgery. They take a little, it's like a ultra thin wire, I guess. And, other people are saying, oh, he's faking it. He couldn't have had two brain surgeries in 11 days or 12 days, however long. Well, okay. They didn't cut my head open. And they do this procedure through a catheter. They either go through the wrist, which they did one surgery through my wrist. The other surgery they did through my groin. And so people who don't like me will be happy to hear that I've had a sore groin for more than a week now. I don't know. For whatever reason, they couldn't do the second surgery through the wrist. So, they go in through the groin, up through the artery, and do whatever they're doing. It's
I think it's because they can't get to the region of the brain through the hand. They have to go through another location. I think it's the same as what they have with stroke or heart attack victims, and they've put springy things in the arteries to widen them. This sounds like it's I don't know if it's on the outside of the artery they're talking about, or it sounds like it's in the inside of the artery that they're putting the spring, because they're not cutting the head open, right? They're doing it through the blood system. So I think they patch it up from the inside, if I remember right. It wasn't on a recent documentary. I can't remember now exactly what they're doing, but they talked about where the artery thins, and then they sort of repair it, block it up. And it's quite interesting. It's quite amazing as well.
A pretty incredible science that they have now. Back in the day, the only thing they could do was cut your skull open and get to whatever they had to get to, and then put everything back. Luckily, it's a lot more traumatic, less traumatic now. So to dispel all the rumors, I'm alive and well. I'd like to be able to say that I'm, perfectly healthy, but that's not the case. These sort of things take an incredible amount of time to recover from. The last time this happened to me 15 or so years ago, it took me, I'd say, a year and a half until I felt strong and healthy and myself before.
Well, I was in the hospital for 11 days as well. With a gallbladder removal, which normally they throw you out as soon as they've done it, and the next day sort of thing. My situation was really bad. I was on the brink of dying. I felt normal. My liver was going to shut down, my kidneys were going to shut down, and the blood tests scared the shit out of them. But I'm still kicking and still going. And that's even before I started my YouTube channel, right? But, speaking of head surgery, there's a series I've been watching called The Cheer Company. I don't know if anyone's out there seen it, but it's absolutely hilarious. I think it's probably one of the best comedies to come out of USA this year, actually. And the guy becomes like a psycho paranoid. It's just so hilarious. And if you're into ufology and the people in ufology, the comedy will be right up the alley. So go and check out the Cheer Company. They're only... I don't want to say too much about it because it'll spoil it for you, but basically the guy is like a big wig in a what do you call it, architect designer company where they build shopping malls and that sort of stuff. And he goes to sit down on a chair and it collapses and he falls backwards and ends up being a laughing stock. So he goes up and looks up the company of the chair and it sort of goes downhill after that. But yeah, go and check it out. It's really hilarious and I think Michael King would love it. It's just the right type of humour that us guys just crack up. What they call it now? Cringe humour. Cringe humour. This guy here. Go and check it out. I'll give a thing to it. The thing is, I didn't like it at first because the guy reminds me of Bill Gates. He looks like Bill Gates, right? He's identical to Bill Gates. And I thought, no, I'm not going to like this. And I couldn't work out why. And then it come to me, oh yeah, he's looks like Bill Gates. But yeah, if Bill Gates is as crazy as this guy is, he would be hilarious. He ends up hiring a detective guy that tried to beat him up, of all things. But yeah, it's kind of hilarious. And that guy's addicted to porn, and it's hilarious. He's always watching porn. Cheer Company, go and check it out. It's hilarious. There's one more episode left to air. It's nothing to do with UFOs and stuff, but it is Christmas time, so you need a good laugh. It's been a terrible year, you know, lots of people dying and dogs, of course. Probably won't play the clip because I don't trust HBO. I think they don't. Even their trailers are copyrighted. But yeah, you can go and watch it from there. I'll just leave it there. Let's just go back here. And finish off what he's saying here. Now, he talks about James Fox here, which I entirely agree about. So I'm not sure whereabouts it was.
Before the event happened again. This time I really don't think that it's going to take that long. But I'm on an incredible amount of different medications. I feel like an old man. I got the old man bag with all the pills.
I got a ice cream container for mine.
The whole time that I was laid up there. And it's nice to know that so many people missed me and cared. And again, that gives me an attitude of gratitude and just, I'm so...
Yeah, I think most people wish people well, even if you're not a friend of theirs, and I did. I don't like his content that he does most of the time, but sometimes he does a really funny hit piece on people, which is hilarious. But I just can't stand his voice. It's too smoker. You know, it's like what they call Jessica on the Fox News. They call the frog. And she's a Democrat on the panel to try and get some balance. But yeah, a lot of people don't like her because she's a Democrat. But her voice is just terrible. We just can't listen to it in New Zealand. Some American voices, accents are too high-pitched or nasal, or it's just too hard for our ears to listen to for too long.
For those that don't know, somebody in David Wilcox's chat said Stephen Cambian's having brain surgery. We should pray for our enemies. So David Wilcox said something nice. This is the same guy who told everybody I was a PDF file, a child predator, a Satan
sounds like GUFON.
That I was a terrorist, worse than the Unabomber, right? That I got him swatted and all these other, you know, I'm stealing money from his bank account. if I really did all those things, would he wish me well while I was having a life-threatening illness? I don't think so. More proof, Humboldt Honey, that he is a lying scumbag. And thank you, Humboldt Honey. And thanks also for being a member. Falling Starlight says, you don't owe anything to anyone. Thanks for your work.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any real members left. Mine are all gift members. These guys got hundreds and hundreds of them paying like $5 each. They're pretty making a good living each month anyway.
Well, one moment.
See, that's the problem with smoking, mate.
Most of me agrees with you, but I really don't like random strangers filling in the blanks for people as to my medical condition, as to what happened to me, as to why I'm not streaming, as to why I'm not doing shows, or what's going on.
I've had so many relatives die from cigarette smoking. It ain't funny. So, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of smokers.
And that's kind of what happened. Some scumbags rushed into the vacuum there and like, oh, I know what's going on with him. No, you don't. It's truly the only people who really knew what was going on with me for most of that time was my family, Spooky, and a few other people. Eileen here, you know, as much as I was.
Yeah, he's mates with that Spooky guy from UK, and I don't like that guy because he was promoting Darcy Ware and doing editing for his movies, and the editing on his movies was very deceptive, where he did all those crops and weird enhancements to make stuff look more UFO-like for NASA footage. It's terrible, you know. Again, I've got a video that breaks down one of Darcy Ware's Fast Walkers movie. You should watch it if you haven't watched it. And I'll show you what it really was versus what the edited version was. And what they were saying about it when it was like a water drop running down the inside of the space shuttle window when they were filming through. And of course, water doesn't behave the same way in free space, right? No gravity, right? It acts different.
I was able to communicate, and some of my friends, close friends and family, you know, but it is what it is, Falling Starlights. And thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for appreciating us. Ketone Naturally is a key.
Okay, I just want to go on to the other rant. Where does he get on to?
My balls. I don't know. They have to clear the area for the catheter to get in. And I was very embarrassed by the whole situation. Completely and totally apart. Ripped it to shreds. And what did I get for that? I got a hard copyright strike on my channel because she kind of blew up. I don't know. So they coiled the first one, they coiled the second one. And then what they did is they put a catheter in the artery to prevent any blood from continuing to go in.
Okay, he's got the James Fox bit coming up.
So it's kind of like a patch job. And interesting, it's nitinol, which is, believe it or not, what a lot of people say the Roswell memory metal is nitinol. It's a combination of nickel and aluminum and something else, I think. But anyway, did I faint? No, I didn't faint. I just felt like I had the worst splitting headache of my life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be...
And of course, a lot of boxers that get whacked on the head suffer from that sort of stuff too.
Getting to the locales. Relax. Yeah. So I have the second procedure, which is, a stent to prevent blood from going in that aneurysm, and it looks like I should be okay. So we thank all of you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I almost missed one. Did I miss some? Oh, no, I missed one. Okay. So we thank Dave Whitman, who says, praise the cash and praise Ra. The boss is back. Yeah, and I want to thank Charles McDonald, who I think bought a bunch of YouTube
Make sure you watch the
cheer
company, Michael. You'll love it.
And all of you people who super chatted during that, thank you all for your contributions and support. Now let's get to Well, first, let me put my fair use banner up. Oh, and that's another thing I would like to say. Sometimes in life, it's best to just walk away from stressful situations and not allow them to affect you. You know, I really think that part of why this happened to me is because I was too stressed. I had too much on my plate. And, you know, by the way, I had a lot of show stress related to false copyright claims. James Fox can suck a dick. There, I said it. The creator of the Phenomenon film, or, you know, the program, he can suck a dick, James Fox. They filed a false DMCA takedown request, resulting in a hard strike on my channel. This is before my health incident. I filed the appeal, and the health incident happened while I was waiting for the resolution to that. Essentially, James Fox didn't like my review of the worst UFO or alien documentary and most deceptive one ever made in the history of deceptive UFO or alien documentaries, called The Program. So him and his, you know, distribution media company that he distributes his film for filed a false takedown request. Well,
welcome to my world, Dr. J Live. Now, yeah, of course, Google won't step in and help, and you probably have to end up taking it to court to fight it. Now, there was a YouTuber versus YouTuber where they used this whole video and talked over it. And the judge actually ruled in their favour, saying that their criticism over top of the whole video is allowable under fair use, and they won millions of dollars out of it. So sometimes it can backfire on the people that put in copyright claims. And if you win it, then the other channel gets the copyright claim back on their channel, and they get they'll get suspended, you know, for 3 months, and they can't do any live streams and stuff back on themselves. Not that it would help much with James Fox, because he only sells UFO documentaries. He doesn't do free stuff like us guys. Also, you know, I've talked about James Fox and finding out that he didn't do background checks even on his very first popular movie, Out of the Blue, where he interviewed Gordon Cooper, who told a complete utter lie about a UFO landing, which never happened because he wasn't near at the base at the time, so it couldn't possibly happen. And someone else in the Air Force told him about that story. Whether that's even true is even speculative, right? But yeah, James Fox should have told it like it was, right? Instead, he was using it to plug his agenda that he wanted to push on that movie. And we thought, wow, this is smoking hot evidence, you know, but like current disclosure movement is happening. You know, you got an astronaut actually telling you that he saw a UFO land. And it turns out before he died, he admitted that all the UFO stuff was a lie. Deathbed confession. And he made it all up because he was a bit of a cowboy and liked the attention, right? He also used his fame to promote Ponzi schemes of all things as well. So this goes to show even some of the heroes in your life can turn out to be bad people.
They filed a takedown request claiming I violated their copyright. And it was so clearly fair use. And they claimed a bunch of material in my video that they didn't even own. I was using slides from something else that's not in their film. I'm going to rebroadcast just the part that they claimed, because basically I ripped James Fox, the program, completely and totally apart, ripped it to shreds. And what did I get for that? I got a hard copyright strike on my channel, because
that was the guy with the egg UFO business, wasn't it? And the barber guy that wasn't it? Was it the barber guy? I can't remember now the program. Yeah, I think it was complete garbage anyway. False things from false whistleblowers.
Because James Fox is a coward, an intellectual weakling, and a UFO grifting, profiteering scumbag. That's who James Fox really is. He is a scumbag. Because there's hundreds of reviews of the program on YouTube. Do you know how many of them are really scathingly bad reviews? One, mine, that I was able to find. I'm sure there may be more, but I wasn't able to find any real negative ones, at least. Not quite as negative as mine, where I systematically took apart everyone as his film, in his film, making out of this world statements as.
Mind you, you got to remember, Steve has got double standards. He tried to defend Darcy Ware and promote his movies because he thought he was going to feature in one of the future movies. And I tore his breakdown completely to bits. That was the Fast Walkers documentary. He was saying, "Oh, this is really good, believable footage," and it was like a water droplet. It was all passing across the screen. The other one was the camera was moving, or the ship was moving from blasting the rockets, and it wasn't something outside moving at all. It was I don't know, camera angle or something. And there's all sorts of things where they had a scratch on the negative or something, and they turned it into a UFO, and it's just terrible.
As being a complete and total wackadoo. You know, he had a girl that's psychic that takes $150 to talk to people's dead grandmoms. He had Jason Sands, who said he was sent on a secret mission to murder aliens, right? And he doesn't tell you any of that in the movie. He just tells you the stuff that sounds believable that they said, you know? So James Fox can suck a dick. James Fox is everything wrong with this world.
I love it.
If you're such an egomaniac, scared coward.
Yeah, there wouldn't be too many people that probably watch cameos and get put off buying it, but it could be maybe 100 people maximum paying. So he's lost a couple of $1,000s. Why go to the hassle of trying to sue someone and copyright takedown? Obviously, it's got to be ego and silencing people. This is the problem with ufology. It's not open. It's not transparent at all. And it's all about the money. And that's exactly the same with this age of talking heads, as I call it.
Little bitch, that somebody giving you a bad review and you resort to fake legal nonsense to get the review taken off of YouTube, then you, James Fox, are a piece of shit. And by the way, we have talked about the content Kraken. I'm going to release that on that Coley Weber bitch, and I'm going to release it on James Fox. And I'm just going to keep playing those two videos over and over again on everywhere but YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on Facebook, on Twitter, X, whatever. I'm just going to keep playing them over and over again. You didn't want people to see them? I'll make sure many more.
Yeah, so on alt media platforms where they honour free speech and fair use, of course, unlike YouTube.
People see them. But let's get to this funny bit, which is David Wilcock pretending to be human. Yeah, he pretended to be human and pretended.
You mean he's not a blue chicken?
He really wishes me a speedy recovery or something. I don't remember exactly what he said. Like,
this guy's got to be the biggest shill in ufology next to Corey Good, right? You never trust anyone with a forehead like that.
Let's get into it.
Please, everyone, pray for Stephen. He is having brain surgery. Pray for your enemy. I didn't know that. Is that really true? Wow. Yeah, we do pray for him, even though he's been an antagonist. That's really sad. I hope. If you're telling me the truth, that's really sad. So we hope that he gets through it just fine.
Oh, okay. So he pretended to be human for a minute there, right? Like pretended that he cared if I lived or died. David Wilcock.
Yeah, you know he's lying because he scratched his chin when he said it and he was looking down. The body language shows up anything like that.
I am the reason that you're having so much a lot of people have said that I'm the reason you're having so much financial trouble, because you used to be able to just scam people without a counter voice standing up and saying, excuse me, he's scamming people, right?
Yeah, but you can get superpowers if you bathe in your own wee, apparently. Yeah, he writes these big book collections for the New Age believers, right? If you do this, then you'll raise up to a higher level and you can talk to aliens and all that sort of stuff. Same as what Dr. Greer's doing too, but worse. Contact in the desert type people, right?
Oh, we want to thank Sabula Crazy for becoming a new... I'm like, wow, that would be $3.
Yeah, we'll leave it there and move on. Like he does some good stuff occasionally, and it's hilarious. Especially when he was attacking GUFON and Thirdphase. Those ones are hilarious. And some of the David Wilcock stuff, but it gets a bit old when that's all he ever does. You know, you just have to look at his videos, it's all the same, right? And I'll just go through it here quickly. Angela, oh, that's on the videos. 2 of them. Corey Good, Ross Cohart, David Wilcock, Hovercraft, UFO Crashes, Whistleblowers, Wilcox, Zondo. Yeah, what did he say on Zondo? Let's just have a look. Because we're going to talk about them too. Copyright disclaimer.
I'm confused about why that is just okay. And I'm also confused, and I need someone to explain to me, did TTSA get paid for all of the news channels who transmitted or, you know, used those videos during news reports? Friends, the 3 videos in question, FLIR, Gimbal, and Go Fast. Let's take a look here. The FLIR video received 10,000 views on YouTube. The Gimbal, 8.4 million views, and the Go Fast, 10 million views. That's 30 million views.
Yeah, it's a lot of money if they had to pay.
Which I still have on my Linux box and use occasionally, but I'm terrible at it. And also the Amiga had video toasters, which allowed you
capture whatever was in the sky, no matter how, if it, you know, whatever, and if it looked.
Yeah, I thought he was going to tear Zondo bits. All right.
Some can do no wrong, while others can do no right. 13. There comes a time when there is enough misrepresentation of a material, questions should be asked. It doesn't mean there needs to be insults or public lashings or anything of the sort. 14. But if I continually used false imagery or misrepresented documents, I can assure you there's a handful of people that would make mega blogs about me, create memes, tweet obsessively about it, and then they would party right into the triumph with their secret clubs. 15. I yet again am reminded about the double standard that exists within the UFO conversation. 3B video, swearing that it was real. And just, dude, there is so much more important things to worry about in this world than this stuff. And for people to get this angry, upset, and nasty about it. But, you know, recently I've been thinking about this. This is truly like a religion for some people. And and it would and me coming out and say all this shit is fake and all these people pushing it are fake.
Yep, I have to agree. So yeah, you can see Jimmy Church, all the people he outs here. Now this guy here I don't get. dark guys, nothing to do with UFOs from what I see. But anyway, and of course if you look at the live shows, you can see what he likes to talk about, the same people. This guy, he doesn't like much. Glitched Wilcox, there's that guy going. Duck, whatever he is. David Wilcox, what's that one? Spiritual Guru. Wackadoo, Cherry Cassidy, Dr. Greer. All the people are out. David Wilcox. Wilcock. Wackadoo. Yeah, so yeah, if you're into that sort of stuff, you can check him out. Anyway, we'll get on to the next stuff now. Okay, Stephen Greenstreet. Okay, I think we're probably onto the Talking Heads paranormal talk show host, who recently testified to Congress about UFOs and painfully says I'm on the Pentagon's payroll and that I work directly with and for DoD Public Affairs Officer Sean Goff to cover up space aliens. This is inaccurate. So this is this guy I really hate. He looks like an anti-Trumper type person. Talks out of shit all the time. Anyway.
So you've got Stephen Greenstreet, who's out there running interference by posting on.
So you got Greenstreet there's doing some really good debunks, promoting Nick West somewhat, which is, and of course, he's had his own experience of seeing a triangle, but he thinks it's our own technology now, not aliens, and of course he's now debunked a lot of Zondo stuff and outed him that he wasn't actually hired for a UFO program in Pentagon. That was an outside thing that happened and all that. So yeah, now they're trying to Zondo and the other gang, they're using this dickwit to try and attack Greenstreet. Same as the way Thirdphase used GUFON to attack me, right?
All of this stuff, who I would remind you worked for the former formerly worked for Susan Goff, who is the nexus of all of the communications that happen in the Pentagon Public Affairs Office. Doesn't matter what branch of government, it all goes through Susan Goff.
Look, I don't care who he works for. I've looked at some of his debunks and most of them have been correct. So this guy's an idiot. And we'll be going over some other stuff that he's promoting, which is false. And this sort of thing, I looked at this, I thought, is that Dr. Greer? But it's talking about Men in Black. I thought, well, maybe Dr. Greer is one of the Men in Black. It doesn't look like Greer, doesn't it?
It should be noted that Travis Taylor has publicly said that he thinks
yeah, he's got music which is copyrighted, of course.
Greenstreet just might be working for these nefarious men in black. Man.
So that's probably where it stems from.
And it sure does seem like some of these guys.
And then it turned out, after months after that, that he was working for the government secretly while working on Skinwalker Ranch, remember? So he had a closet, a ghost in the closet, and he was calling out other people. So you can't trust any of these guys, right? The disinformation. Unless you can look at the facts yourself and say, yeah, he's correct on this one, no, he's wrong on this one. I previously reported that many UFO activists believe I'm working with the Men in Black or the Shadow Group to suppress paranormal truths from the public. I really wish my life was as interesting as they think it is. So yeah, this guy, that guy there, what's his name? Matt Ford or something? I don't know, I can't remember. But good news channel or whatever it is. Garbage. Okay, next one. UFO interests. I've never been explained or debunked. Absolutely false. Here's my old debunks. Okay, what are we looking at? Alright, let's go full screen on this one. What's the volume like? Sounds very loud. That's just my headset volume's been turned up, I think. Turn it down a bit. Teleported! Caught on the dash cam, so we should be able to have that cop's number and actually get the body cam footage. Okay, the video of a highway patrol officer being attacked with a weapon. Alright, he got killed. He wasn't teleported. Straight out of a science fiction movie. Has never been explained or debunked. The video originates from 2007 promotional clip for the TV series The 4400. So there you go. So if you see that doing the rounds, it's not real. It's made by TV. Hey, Age of Disclosure, finally. In this clip from Age of Disclosure, what's this popping up? Go away. We don't want to. How do we get rid of that label? There we go. In this clip of Age of Disclosure, Mellon and Zondo discuss replacing oil, gas and coal with clean technology based on UFOs. To illustrate this, they show three things which they think are UFOs but are not. Yep, so we'll just play the clip. So the first one's one I debunked and Nick West has debunked, and group, was it IPAC or something, debunked it as well.
If we can understand the technology that we're observing,
which is just two
so many
Chinese lanterns
potentially
that
beneficial impacts, including.
Okay, let's just go back on that one. The first one.
If we can understand the technology that we're.
I think that's the Chinese lanterns one, isn't it?
Observing.
Yeah, and then they switched to another one here, which is actually a plane. So you can see it's a plane if you zoom in. And a contrail from a fighter jet.
Potentially benefit.
It's known as A-10. But there's also a bird that flies across the screen. We looked at that last time. Although I don't see it on that one.
Clean energy. We're seeing these craft do.
So this is the problem with news channels. They show fakes. They show all the stuff that's been debunked as meant to be UFOs to con the public, right? It's quite disgusting, really. That's because I keep telling people 99% of stuff out there is debunkable and explainable, hoaxes and mundane stuff. Only 1% is really hard to find and very hard to capture because aliens can interfere with the technology, and it's really hard to get HD up close footage. But I have managed to get some over the years from people that I've vetted, and MUFON has, and people say it's fake. Or terrible, spud cam footage, even though the footage is in low light, it's still legit footage, and it's still better than anything that the Navy has put out.
This is technology that could replace...
And of course that was a balloon, right? And of course McWest has put that up here. So this is the problem with these documentary videos, is they just plug in the same old debunk stuff. Instead, if you're going to put up stuff like that, right? Just say, debunked A10, not a UFO. Like the first one. 2 heart-shaped Chinese balloons released from a wedding. Debunked, you know? And what was the other one? Come up.
Not.
Oh yeah, that one there. Which Arrow came out and said it was 100% ballooned. And I said that when I first saw it from the beginning. So people are going to attack him, of course. All the UFO hater group will be attacking him on that, even though he's correct. When are you going to at least think of more creative things than balloons, birds, planes, and skylanders? Unfortunately, that's what most of it is, though. 90% of it is. Plus, the rest of it's faked. I look in the sky and I haven't seen a balloon in the sky or skylanders, nor have I in New Zealand, I must admit. But America's different, and different cities have different rules. Skylanders have been banned in them for a few years now. Balloons, I see about 1 a year. Birds exist in large numbers, and I don't think there's too many birds in Arizona because it's too hot. So yeah, it depends where you live, I think. Thanks for letting us know who you work for. Unfortunately, Mick is correct here, guys. Does it bother you? What I wrote above is accurate. Yeah, that's correct. They are mundane objects. That's right. What is your theory on all these? High-ranking people are being fooled. No, they have not. Surely they must have tried to falsify and debunk or engage with the debunkers. No, they haven't. A lot of them have been fooled. You know, all these high-ranking people have been fooled by stuff. And they may be disinformation agents. I guess when we have Robert Farmer on over Christmas, he might go into some of that. This one is clearly a A10 banking. You have to assume their analytical skills are that of a McDonald's employee. Yep, the good trouble show. Even more so a few seconds later, to be fair, is originally presented the clip on JER as a UFO follower in the A10. However, the UFO was pointing to a bird. These people mistook a A10 for a UFO. Yep, so they got it even wrong on the video, right? Like I said, it was a few seconds after that where it turns or whatever. Definitely is a plane. That's what I mean. They cherry pick stuff. Here's a UFO. Oh, there, flies around like a butterfly or a bird. Yeah, it could be either, I guess. I'd say it looks more like a butterfly, actually. But maybe you can zoom and enhance it and see for better, though. Yeah, very good. So, that's amazing. Someone gets hold of the full footage and then gets even better, you know, unblurred spud cam view of it, right? It changes the whole story instantly. Anyway, first one down. Not sure if I showed that last time anyway, but we went through it again here. Age of Disclosure review slams film. Likens it to Ancient Aliens with better lighting. And probably the best and most critical review. It's improbable. Improbable. Is that the correct word? The best and most critical review I have seen of a science fiction film documentary, Age of Disclosure. Yikes. So, look, open that up. Was it the newspaper that did that one? Now, who's that? Who's this guy? I don't even know who he is. A blog. Who the hell is he? First of all. Does it tell us? No. Okay, let's just use the AI here. Okay, we're finished with that one. Who is this guy? Reviewing. Damn. Perhaps I can find it on the page for us. Let's see what comes out. Is Jason, yeah. His review criticises the documentary, arguing it lacks new evidence. Yep. It uses the format of a prestige documentary without the ethical foundation. It omits potential damaging information. Yeah, it doesn't have balance, you know, like you normally would have debunkers on, you know. You'd have critics on to, you have their side and then other people's side. Louis Zondo claims of having psychic powers. I forgot about that. Or Jay Stratton's claims about being stalked by supernatural entities. It promotes unproven claims. It ends with a minimalist idea. Yeah. Who is this? What was his name? Jason. Why take note of his review? Based on available content, here is who Jason is. Let's see. American author, editor, independent scholar, specializing in study, critique of fringe theories and pseudoscience, particularly those related to ancient history, archaeology, and extraterrestrials. His work emphasizes empirical scrutiny of claims. Backgrounds: he has a Bachelor of Arts degree in anthropology and journalism and began writing critically on fringe science. Major work: he's known for his 2005 book, The Cult of Alien Gods. Wider publications: his research and critiques have been featured in publications like Skeptic magazine. Why take note of his review? His review of Age of Disclosure is relevant because experts in the genre established expertise in analysing the specific type of content found in the documentary. His blog is probably new. Review for red time debunkers, whatever that means. Real time debunkers. So basically, he does the same as me, is what they're trying to say, is it? Life debunks. Yeah, what did the page say? Yeah, you can see it's a bit of a reading. So AI can summarize all that for us without having to go through and try and read it all. But there might be something really funny in it, which we might miss. But yeah, I don't want to go through reading it. My eyes are a wee bit dodgy at the moment. I might need to get some nasal spray because I'm having to breathe and talk at the same time through my mouth, which is really effing annoying. The age of disclosure is by definition a psyop. Oh, what's happened on the other screen? YouTube crashed. Is it still going? Looks like it might be. Really weird. Anyway. Copy and paste mainstream media shameless promoting it without asking any critical questions. I have to agree on that.
How we see people online responding to it. We see people going out on podcasts and stuff that have talking points from the government. And if you have someone that has talking points from the government, that's a spokesperson, not a whistleblower. It's very different. And so if I'm sitting here and I say, well, I can't say this, but I can tell you this one thing. That's government release of, that's a controlled
disinformation. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to get some nasal spray. So it don't sound like Jessica from Fox. And just have a small break. Go toilet, whatever, yourself. I need to get this sorted out before we can continue on with the rest of the stuff we got here. Yeah, what are we going to play for temporary break? I don't know. Yeah, I only got a couple repeating things here. Well, I suppose we could play the James Fox thing while I'm away. And it looks like my sister's coming around. We're two noisy dogs who like to woof a lot and get excited when they come and visit Nana. Because she gets spoils them. Yeah, it looks like it's finished. So let's carry on. We haven't got too many people watching. I don't know if it's because of the holidays or they're all upset about the drama that I'm posting here. But I don't care. If you haven't seen this, Green Streak did a great documentary on Lou and Jay Stratton, or whatever his name is, and all those guys, and I'll post a link to it so you can have a watch. He's got it listed on New York Post website, but it does go to a YouTube channel, I think. Let's just click on that. Yeah, so it goes to a YouTube channel, I think. Yeah, YouTube. So I'll just post that. Truth on disclosure team Zondo, really. I think the government using them just to get more funding, that's all. That's what I think. I think it's all a psyop, as they're saying. Come on. Thank you very much. Come on, CPU. So I thought I'd reshare that again, because we are talking about them. Yeah, we probably should really just play an opening clip of it. Why is it not making any sound? Because it's embedded? Yeah, probably. Unmute site. Must be one of those annoying sites that pops up that starts talking.
Dropped some bombs. He says during his time investigating UFOs at the Pentagon with top secret access
and he's got stupid music, which sort of ruins it.
To everything, he saw no evidence of aliens flying around our skies. And he says a small group of religious UFO conspiracists have spent years duping Congress with false and deceptive stories.
So if you've not seen it, go and check it out. It's well worth having a watch. Plus his other main series, I think it was like 10 parts or whatever it was, about UFO. He also did some really good UFO ones as a believer before he changed sides. It's worth looking at. He did various cases and topics doing the rounds out there. Fox News uses two fake... This is what I mean about the crap videos they put on the side when people are being interviewed. Fox News uses two fake CGI UFOs in their new clickbait article about dubious UFO documentary, The Age of Disclosure. Why didn't they just use actual UFO images from the actual UFO documentary? Well, the ones they had in the documentary were also debunked. So there you go. They're using that one that's been CGI'd. I don't know who did it. Section 10, is it? Section 51, I mean. We know that's not the real Navy leak video. And that one there, obvious fake, right? Definitely looks like Section 51 stuff, doesn't it? It's just sloppy. What the hell's that? Money. Money bag. Oh no, they didn't have that in that the Tyler Clockner video, did they? We know that's a sun balloon, and it's it's lost some of the gas, and the wind's pushing on it, making a dip in the back. Yeah, the Calvine photo, which could be actually experimental lighted in aircraft with what I said looks like 2 fighter jets back to back, single wing fighters. You know, it looks like cabins there. One with a special radar jamming nose, and the other one probably with something else on it. And there may be another 2 the other side as well, and with the lighted in air section in between, because we're not seeing the full 360 of it. Right, that's what my gut feeling is. Some sort of, you know, from the dark station that we talked about, where it's floating around at the edge of space, and they have these little other modules up there where they have living bays and fighter jets attached to them, so they can sort of jump into the planes and launch or attack from anywhere in the world if nuclear war takes out the country. And what's this one? Weather balloons and solar tube balloons. Don't know what that is. Crop circle, is it? Yeah, crop circle UFO, is it? Anyway. Moving on to the next one. This is an accurate interstellar UAP. There is no new evidence here. There are the same anecdotals we heard from years. Why won't Jay Stratton show us the non-human craft and non-human bodies? Just show us the craft and bodies. Yeah, how about a new photo? And we will believe. Age of disclosure just dropped. Yeah, they're all promoting it, all these guys. $25 US, that's $50 our money here. It's ridiculous, you know. And then you got this turkey from the Good Trouble show. All the typical shillheads, all making good living off the UFO topic, where the rest of us are not, because we speak the truth and call out the shit. Now there you go, Zondo, holding up in presentations, private presentations, as fake UFOs, the crop circle. One's a white crop circle and the other one's a dark crop circle next to it, not a shadow. Only $25, folks. Yeah, so this is what some believer believes, right? Should know better too. UAP Reporting Center. Give credit where it belongs. Lou Zondo was outstanding in the age of disclosure. He brought clarity, credibility, and fire. So why would this guy be promoting shillheads? And we know that's a fake. You know, it's obvious fake. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or not there. I don't think he is. I think he actually is promoting it. Black Triangle. Sean Hanity discusses the age of disclosure with director producer Dan Farah and Jay Stratton. Well, we might come back to that. Let's have a listen to that. No, that's an AI video created. Okay, who's this UFO interest? So yeah, I'm not sure if we talked about that last time, but there you go. Someone's claiming that to be 3i Atlas. It's coming towards us, people. And it's breaking up. Well, it's firing missiles at Earth. Scary. It's coming. I hope this is not real. No, it's not. Video isn't real. NASA telemetry, NASA reports interstellar comet past. Okay, we don't want to go through that again. Okay, next one. What BS defense? So that's Jay Stratton's trying to attack people attacking Zondo, believe it or not. I refuse to be gaslit into believing that an apparent former director of a Pentagon UFO program is allowed to make mistakes. Well, how come everything he does is a mistake then, mate? Someone that's ahead of a program should be able to debunk a UFO video and a photograph, right? For example, presenting multiple fake images of UFOs to the public, including a congressional setting, and it's not a big deal. Not a big deal promoting fakes. And this is probably why people watch Secureteam, then, if that kind of mentality exists. So, yeah. Crop circles, and these are ones from YouTube, you can find on Google. Reflection in a window of a fancy light shade. Mothership, man. He's promoted a lot more fakes than that. Remember the pyro skydivers and the documentaries that he did? Balloons, what was it? Satellites, you know, what pilots were seeing. Total fake, false, mundane stuff. There's a new version of this post. See the latest post. Been edited, is it? Can't see any difference. Mr. Editor did a typo, did he? But anyway, it doesn't matter. I said, what bullshit defense. No one else makes mistakes. Same for Skinwalker Ranch. Bad science and zero UFOs captured. If you're ahead of something, you should be hired video experts. If you're ahead of something, you hire video experts. No, I have got it right. And not all experts are in MUFON too. Some on proof is out there give bad solutions. Even SCU gets some wrong. I need someone with a track record of getting stuff right or correcting with correct solution. Was admit you're wrong and come out next time saying, oh, this one we showed last episode is actually a fake or debunked. Secureteam doesn't do that. They all don't do it. They're all shills because they want to keep the fans happy. So Jay Stratton's no better than Zondo or Travis Taylor for that. Guys, body language NLP suggests he's storytelling. We'll come to that one in a minute. Troops spotted shadow-like aliens inside the fence of a thermal camera area 2. Okay, we'll come back to that one. So stupid analysis. It's clearly a high alt balloon with tethers. Alright, so we can probably look at that one. I'll go full screen. Ross Cohart promoting it again. Fascinating work. No, it's not. Shows he's captured imagery of a likely jellyfish UAP moving through clouds at 10,000 feet, which is nonsense. So let's have a look. Here we go.
Boy, do I have a good one. I caught a jellyfish, and it's probably in some of the best conditions that we possibly can have here, because I have lots of knowns in this. And we also have a flip of the light where one, it's reflection, and the other one, it's actually obscuration, or whatever you want to call it, right?
So he's saying this is a jellyfish balloon. Jellyfish, I mean. A UFO. It's going to be a balloon with a tether, right? We've been through these ones many, many times. There can be a high altitude balloon with multiple tethers dangling below. One would have a payload as well. It can be bunches of wedding balloons with weighted towels, which is what Corbell was promoting. There's no such thing as jellyfish UAPs. In fact, if you search on jellyfish balloons, we've been through this before, you find all sorts of things that you can buy online that are huge, like 5 people or 10 people in size. They look like jellyfish. Where's the images? And yes, people do blow them up at vets, and some do get away, you know. There's a whole heap of them there, look, in the warehouse. Someone opens the door and suddenly some gets sucked out and up in the atmosphere. Jellyfish! Jellyfish. Wouldn't you think that was Jellyfish UAP if you were a total believer? You know? So stupid. But anyway, we'll just go over this one. Get to that in a minute.
So it's creating a shadow. So we can actually see more details than we would otherwise, because now we're able to see the actual object itself from the reflection off of the sun in the front, and then the blocking of the light that is coming from the clouds in the back. So it gives us more details on this object. So let me set the stage here. So this is my camera is the A7R5. It is sitting on a patio in the backyard. It is pointing up.
So it's at night time, is it? And it's got lots of clouds there that are being illuminated by the moon, is it? Did he say the sun or the moon?
I pretty much always aim it to the north, and I run it when I'm just doing sky fishing. I'll just let it run with a 85mm lens on it, so it's just looking at the sky and constantly recording. And then I go back afterwards and I go through and just review all the video to see if there's anything on it. And it caught this today, or this day. This wasn't today. Cloud altitude was 10,000 feet. Check that with my aviation.
Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, it kind of looks like a balloon there, and you can see what looks like something dangling underneath.
Sources, so I know the ceiling was at 10,000. Winds were out of the northwest, so they were heading towards the southeast. So the winds were blowing offshore.
Do you see jellyfish anywhere,
This
guys?
object was flying out off the ocean in a northwest direction. And so
So it could be a Chinese spy balloon, but no, it's more likely to be... See the pixelation he's got here, too. It's more likely to be a high altitude balloon.
It's against the wind.
Going up.
And what you can see here is when I set the camera up initially, I used the clouds as my focal plane. So when I run my 85mm, I usually run that at a much lower f-stop. So I'm down around like 1.8, 1.4.
Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter what you did, mate.
Like this. So you can see this is a high contrast grab, right? It's very sharp.
We're talking about pixel UFOs again, guys.
That means it's within the focal plane. So it's anywhere between 8,000 and like 12,000 feet up. However, you can see that.
And people downvote my stuff on Reddit because it's way better than this crap, you know? So what would they do to this, guys? They probably love it and share it. And
the object actually enters into the cloud. So if we watch right here,
balloons tend to do that, mate.
Into the cloud. So this is actually flying into and through the clouds, and then it comes out where the clouds don't have as much depth, so it's below
nice
the face of
pixels.
them. And then as the clouds
Run it
thicken
through
up,
AI for us, and it'll make those pixels into tentacles.
the clouds come lower. It's
Probably what he
penetrating
does,
into the
actually.
cloud and going in and out. So we know this is at about 10.
So I haven't seen this before. I only saw it. What the comment
feet.
was? Oh, there we go. We can see the tethers hanging down.
So this is great data.
Okay, we saw something dangling down there. Like, oh shit! It's gonna screw up now, isn't it? Just a stupid YouTube upload. I mean, X upload.
Boy, do I have a contrast
Boy.
grab. Right, it's very sharp lines around the outside. The object actually.
I would just step on that frame where I
the
saw
clouds don't have as
it
much
actually was in focus or something.
Depth, so it's below the face of them, and then as the clouds thicken up, right, they get the clouds come lower. It's entering.
You think this guy here would even know what a weather balloon is if he's looking at the skies all the time?
Into the cloud and going in and out. So we know this is at about 10,000 feet. So this is great data. We know altitude, and we can calculate speed and all that kind of stuff. Not going to do that in this video, but what I want to show you is a few things that I look for when I'm doing this. And number one, there's in pretty much every video that I've reviewed. Even the Skywatcher videos I reviewed, when there is a object that is.
All right, he's the one that said birds are UFOs as well, huh?
Pretty much a given to be a UAP. It's something that's been validated with radar and multiple camera sensors, so we know we have a UAP.
Well, if this is a balloon, it will have a radar reflector on it.
See secondary objects. So I'm seeing these secondary objects in the frame, right? And I just call them a signal, right? They're just like an objective signal. And right here, let me back out of the screen here. So if I zoom in, let's zoom in.
Look at the pixels. How can anyone read that when you got that sort of... I don't know how these people read the screens that they use like that. That's just crazy to me. You'd have to zoom in and read it all the time.
They're going to come and go, right? And almost like there's sparkles around the object. And I'm at this.
You mean the platform underneath is reflecting moonlight or sunlight?
A little bit to see more of them, but they are a part.
I haven't seen any jellyfish yet.
Yeah, so you can see right here. Here's one here. Whatever they are, they're either moving really. And then this is different to me because I haven't seen this before, but obviously it's now in the cloud and flying under it, so it's blocking the light so we can see more detail. And here's why I think we got a jellyfish. There are frames that appear. If we look over the left here, here's the tail, right, or the tentacles.
Oh, how stupid this guy is.
Now, when I was talking to James Fowler, shout out to James, he said that when the jellyfish get seen and they're transiting, the tentacles are kind of scooped in the direction of movement, and we can see that here. So that aligns. So it's moving from right to left, and the tail is moving to the left. And there are other frames in here where we can see that as well. You can see the tentacles like right here.
You know, that's just stupid because you can see it straight down there. It's not curved forward. And the only reason it would be curved forward is because it's got a triangle weighted frame on it with sensors on it. And that would have inertia, and sometimes the balloon would get pushed backwards and that would go forward. These guys are just so brain dead, or they're all in the same grift. I don't know what's going on
What's
with them.
good is they're persistent across frames, right? So that's telling me that they're actually
No, it's not, mate. It wasn't angled forward like you were just saying. That's just...
we have some movement of some.
You can see it's a damn high altitude balloon. Come on. You notice how at the beginning he actually compared it to a jellyfish, mislead what it was going to look like. See at the beginning? See that? He's overlaid a real jellyfish over the image. What an idiot. So this sort of thing makes me sick when I see people doing that. Just really makes me angry. And you got this person called Ross Cohart that doesn't give a shit as long as he makes money out of it. Promoting these idiots. Pro pixel video analysis. Well, I wouldn't hire him in for Proof Is Out There show because he'll give you the wrong idea completely, this guy. Class 7 UAP alert. I captured what I believe to be a Class 7 jellyfish. No wings, flying against the wind. I don't know if Mick West had a look at this, but it's just so cringe. You know? It's just terrible. James Clapper is no friend to UFO research. Yeah, look at who's the biggest grift now. UFO Jesus. He's in with the disclosure, shill, disinformation crowds now. You know, when he first started his channel, UFO Jesus was kind of funny, you know, it was kind of gimmicky, and he called out UFO videos as being crap and the people telling lies, but now he changed sides when he saw how much money he could make by being friends with Zondo. So Red Panga's put this one out. So what's he saying about it? When ORSAT was trying to become a special access program, what hasn't been made public is he fought tooth and nail to kill it. George Knapp reveals for the first time I've heard that Age of Disclosure star James Clapper was actually trying to shut down ORSAT. So yeah, this is the double standards. We also have Source. There you go. Team Nap. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Ufology is toast, it really is. I've never seen Starlink satellites do this. Okay, let's play the video. Now, we looked at similar last time, didn't we? And I compared it to a video showing a star map with satellites on it doing the same movements. So anyway,
given the circumstances and how isolated we were, and you know.
Okay, so this is another one of these guys that's on that Skywatcher team, by the looks of it.
Our intention behind it, you know, we can really produce results, and they are repeatable. And it's not always just isolated to lights.
See these ones that are going up
in the sky,
and then they flare because they're low on the horizon. Because we know the sun sees them, but we don't, because we're in the darkness.
In these orb type showcases, there's a,
you know, where they got some going this way on an arc and some going this way on the arc and the intercept.
Whole range of, you know.
That's what Starlink does. It has arcs like this, and this, and this, and that way how it keeps the internet connection. And it communicates between all the satellites and keeps the connection going for people.
Things that we see.
Yeah, that is really something else, especially when that one absolutely flares. So what we're looking at here,
yeah, flares where the sun would be.
Range of, you know,
there, look.
Things that we see.
Yeah, that is.
See that there? When you get too close together.
That is really something else, especially.
Anyway, Mick West analysed it. Shows that Starlink satellites, you know, it's just so stupid. And he's only taken a snapshot for it. So, yeah, what did Mick West say? And yet they do it every day. They're doing it right now over most of the North America. It's just you don't see them because it's not nighttime. That turd with glasses is a joke and clueless. Yeah, so this is on the Good Trouble show, isn't it? Yeah.
Especially when that one absolutely flares. So what we're looking at here, this is essentially sort of a color version of night vision. Am I understanding correct?
Color night vision. He doesn't even know the technology, this guy. And he shouldn't be in ufology.
Understanding you correctly?
Correct.
Okay, yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, You know,
this is one of these guys that thinks he can talk to aliens and summon them in the sky. He looks like something out of a Dracula movie or something, doesn't he?
these professional debunkers, Mick.
Professional debunkers. Any UFO researcher debunks, mate. That's how we get to the real ones. And that's the Starlink. Look at him. He looks like a turd, this guy. Look.
West and Michael Shermer and all of them, and in my
he doesn't even know what he's saying. Look at him. He's trying to think of what to say.
my view, they're nothing short of just professional bullshit artists that.
But like you, mate, you're total bullshit. Trying to plug bullshit and pissing me off, and Mick West too. So we got there, sort of. Jellyfish UFOs. We got a few other ones here that we go through. How are we going for time anyway? Coming up to 3 hours, is it? Yeah. I might wrap up early today, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we go. How many people we've got watching depends, you know. If people are interested in knowing the truth about these shellheads and what they're trying to promote as real. We got more on Rumble today. Went to all the people on YouTube. Too late, I suppose. We're way backwards because the other one on the Age of Disclosure interview with Hanity. Need to make comments on that one too. Just pisses me off. Okay, so... Okay, that's not the video link. Where is it? Have to click on that, do we? Aha, there we go. Okay, being spotted during a nuclear drill, and I bet this is not the images, right? So we're not going to see any real evidence of what they saw on camera.
A former Nellis nuclear security guard tells Ross Coulthart that there was a nuclear drill that they were doing, and at this...
I don't know who this guy is. Got to be careful here. Down to earth or whatever.
Drill, 2 beings were seen, and force was...
I think I heard this story on a paranormal show. And they thought it was like two ghost beings, and there had been like a car crash there a week prior or something. Paranormal Cop? No, it wasn't Paranormal Cop. Paranormal something or other it was called. It had a similar story to this where they had security guards seeing thermal things walking around, so they get the troops out there to chase them and to arrest them, and they see them disappear with their eyes and stuff, and they see it as like a paranormal, but I haven't heard it being converted into an alien story, unless it's another story or similar story.
Was had. Let's take a look at this clip, and we'll give our thoughts about it afterwards, but take a look.
This, if I remember right, would have been about 2006. If I remember right.
So I had a look at this one. I got the little smirky little Australian guy here. It looks like he's been on weed most of the night with his Chinese eyes. But this guy's body language says he's lying. So let's just have a look.
Right, it was about 2006.
You know, it's when you do memory call, you don't look down, right? So you look up to the right, and he's looking down to the left, which means he's fabricating a story.
So every night we would carry...
We know this is the left side here for the memory call because it's got a cable normally on the headset going down there, is it? And that side doesn't have a cable. It's always the left side.
Carry out an exercise. It would vary what the
So I'm just trying to see where he actually is looking at memory call. And this guy's looking down all the time, which means he might have been briefed about body language and eye movement, and it's a way to disguise or try to minimize the body language so he doesn't show up as telling lies. So let's just watch him.
Exercise was, but this night we were
Okay, so he did a quick memory recall. He looked over here.
practicing a recapture and assault
So he's did a memory recall there.
operations, and we had a dedicated training structure for it, where it was an
Looking down here, making up story.
empty bunker, no weapons or anything in it, but it was
The problem is he's looking at the TV screen here, Ross Cohart on it, which is a bit unfortunate. Instead of being the camera directly in front of him,
it's just like the real thing.
so it's a bit hard to see if he's doing memory recall going this way.
And I was on scene commander for that exercise.
But he is looking down here, which means he's telling a story.
And
there you go, straight over here, making up.
When you were dealing with nuclear weapons, in normal CQB, you want to secure the perimeter of a building.
So he's looking at Ross Cohart then.
And you want to make sure that your backs are covered and all this.
He's making up a story. But if he was looking up here rather than to the side, I'd say he's doing memory recall. I think he's just looking at Ross.
When you're dealing with nuclear weapons, you have to get custody of the weapon immediately.
Yeah, he's looking at Ross, right?
So you don't take the same
Storytelling.
safety or security measures you would take. So
Storytelling.
we get to the structure, we set up the assault
Closing his eyes.
force. We haven't swept the desert behind us or to the sides of us because, again, you have to get to the weapon. But we have an oversight patrol who's up on high ground, and they're several hundred meters away, and they are overlooking everything. They can see
He's just looking at Ross. He's not doing any memory recall whatsoever. It's just retelling the story.
everything, and they can see behind us, and if there's a threat, they can engage it with a machine gun.
Looking down is rote memory, mostly, and looking over here is adding to the story, making up bits to the story.
As our assault force is getting ready to
Scratching the nose, suggest lying.
go in, the Overwatch Patrol, Whiskey 11, calls over the radio,
Notice how he's blinking a lot, which is telling lies.
and they say, hey, be advised, you've got 2 individuals in the desert
He's got an over fast blink rate happening all the time here. He's just lying through his ass.
behind you. They're proned out in the desert behind you.
And is this inside the facility or in the desert outside the fence?
This is inside the facility, and it's in the desert in between
Making up, and a little grin on his face, micro expressions here. I'm just telling you a lot of bullshit.
streets. So in between streets where the bunkers are at, there's a.
So this is a
There's a memory recall. He looks upwards there just for a split second.
serious breach of security.
This is a serious.
Why is he looking down here to make up the story about breach of security?
Yeah, but we assumed it was part of the exercise. Initially, we assumed it was part of the exercise. So I told the assault force, go in, and then I told the machine gunner on the Humvee that's parked in front of the doors, keep an eye out behind us, be aware, assuming, again, it's an exercise. Within seconds, though, our Security 1, our flight chief, comes with the radio, and he asks for Whiskey 11 to say again, to make their report again. And Whiskey 11, also assuming these are 2...
Nah, I don't believe what anything this guy's saying. He's a liar. So it probably turned out to be a spider on the thermal lens or something, probably. Anyway, I don't believe it. Anyway, I'll post a link to it so you can have a listen to that whole story if you want to, but yeah, I'm just not buying it. His body language is way off there. Aliens on thermal. Now, if they can cloak and all that, I'm pretty sure they can cloak from thermal as well. Doesn't take much to fool thermal, does it? Let's just ask the AI about that again. Aliens on thermal base. Yeah, I don't believe that story at all, but let's just ask AI quickly something here. Come on. Yeah, what a like godless. It'd be a lot more interesting to see the actual footage that they had on camera, and then we can go from there instead of just a story. How can thermal camera be fooled by a prowler? I don't know, by a person walking around. See what it comes back with. Thinking. Person walking around can fool a thermal camera by effectively minimizing, blocking, or blending the heat signature with the environment. Thermal cameras detect infrared, IR radiation, not visible light, so the primary methods involve thermal physics. Here are some effective ways thermal camera can be fooled by a person in motion. Blocking, reflective barriers, mylar space blankets. So you know those little those really thin sheets that you use that you can fold up into a survival gear for a prepper. Then you can put it over you and it keeps your body heat in and it reflects the cold or whatever, or the heat back off the other side or whatever. So you could walk around with a sheet of that and it would reflect the heat from the background off it. So the camera wouldn't actually see it. It'd be like possibly a very hard to see shimmering square, I guess. Solid barriers, glass or polished metal. So if you have got suckers on a piece of glass, the thermal wouldn't see you through the glass. How about that? Carry around a sheet of glass. It's a wee bit harder though. Thick wood or specialized thermal camouflage. Now we've seen that with military gear. So could have been an exercise of the government not telling the people on the base that there's going to be exercise. Although could be dangerous if they've got live rounds when they're doing the patrols. Shoot first and ask questions later sort of thing. But yeah, you have ghillie shoots that definitely could cloak wet soil or mud as another one. How about that? Okay, and we've seen that people can block IR too. So you can block other IR cameras also. I'll say yes. And that's the problem I have for capturing the stuff in the house that was going on too, if you recall. Yes, the same principles are used. Is there a way now to block all light? Let's see what comes out. I know they're doing research on that. See what it finds. Light as a broad term. No single material is opaque across the entire electromagnetic spectrum. EMS spectrum, radio spectrum, blocked by conductive materials. Faraday cage, yeah. Infrared blocked by thick insulators. Visible blocked by materials for specific electronic properties that absorb or reflect wavelengths. Ultralight blocked by materials that absorb So you'd have multiple levels of things, wouldn't it? Sounds like my sister's arrived here too. X-rays. Visible light. What's latest research? See what comes back with. Oh, I spelled it wrong. The latest involving visible light is driving significant advancements in two main areas: visible light communication, LIFI, and a revised fundamental understanding of light interaction with matter. Most active commercial focuses on LED lights for illumination, but for high-speed data transmission, light fidelity. Well, how's that going to make it invisible? That, I suppose my question wasn't precise enough. I was meaning latest light, visible light, likened. So it says to me that they're looking at the next generation of routers in the house then, where you have a TV that uses infrared to control it, right? But now they're looking at using LEDs to transmit data that the human eyes don't see. So it'll probably be blinking and flashing lots of codes through the air, and a receiver on the phone picks it up or whatever. High-speed internet, right? Yeah, it's quite an interesting idea. What is fascinating area of research, while the Harry Potter style total invisibility cloak does not yet exist, research into visible light cloaking optical camouflage is advancing rapidly in two main directions. Metamaterials, yep. And light bending cloaks, yep. Simple lens cloaks. Array of simple ordinary lens to redirect light wave from the central hidden part. Spectral cloaking. Instead of bending light, this technique manipulates the light's frequency color as it passes through the object. Oh, that's quite interesting. Metamaterials. Using special engineered scientific materials with smaller structures than the wavelength of light to control and bend light. That's quite interesting too. And the aliens know how to do it, I'm afraid, and we're still yet to get there. Okay, where did we get to? Okay, we're on to the Hanity interview. So we'll just watch that. Just wonder if I should wrap up early today or not. Alright, so it's plasma orb stuff. Thirdphase. Oh, look what they're doing here. The Dr. Greer, the age of deception. He's trying to down the movie, right? And they've got it under members only, so you can't watch what he's saying about it. So that limits people. They have to pay if they want to listen to Dr. Greer kick holes into the Age of Disclosure movie. So yeah, looks like they haven't added anything new apart from trying to promote their own stuff. What was that one again? Oh right, I didn't. I clicked on it but didn't play it last time. So this is the cartoon software they're using to make cartoon magazines, where Brett draws images using the computer software. It makes that a stupid story about disclosure events. A fictitious story, I guess. They got 4 magazines now. 4 comics, I should say. What a lot of garbage. Buy it now, Amazon, is it? Battle for disclosure. Battle. Something disclosure. Battle disclosure. Battle for disclosure. They're all battles disclosure. I usually thought they would have like subtitles. The beginning. Infighting. Leaked videos. You know. Debunked videos. They'll do anything to try and make money, those guys. They're really millionaires. And their father was a big Hawaii server, as we found out. But I thought his family were like property owners. Like they owned most of the island or something. So they're renting out property and making millions of dollars that way. And I think that's where they got their high-grade camera back in the early days to start making their own sort of home movies and come up with that Walking Dead sort of thing. What they call it? The Marches or whatever it was called. Garbage. Anyway, so there's not much there on. So apart from this interview, just go through it.
All right, so has the government been hiding the existence of UFOs from the people of this country? A new
okay, just want to get ready for this.
Explosive documentaries pulling back the curtain on UFO secrets that have been covered up, they believe, for decades. Here is a sample of the trailer for the new documentary entitled Age of Disclosure.
Age of Talking Heads.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
Yeah, it's got damn music on it to make it copyrighted. So have you seen with his own eyes? Why isn't he not drawing pictures? Why hasn't he got Michael Stratton to animate it for him and all that sort of stuff? You know, there's a lot of experts out there that could put together what he saw and make it into like this little video instead of just talking about it. Then we might be able to figure out what he saw. Maybe it was like some black program that he saw wasn't actually real aliens, and what he claims to be aliens could have been AI robots even, you know. Who knows what he saw.
This is so secret. There have been very few people in our entire government that have been allowed or provided access to it.
Even
stupid music.
Presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis.
Without the music, would it be less dramatic?
But that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
I think it's above the government. MJ12 was outside the government. It's like an organization set up by the president at the time, which was, who was it? Eisenhower? Was it Eisenhower? I can't remember now, but yeah. And then it could be self-funded. You know, transfer a few gold bars to them, set up a Swiss bank account.
People have been hurt protecting and hiding this.
Unfortunately, she's been brainwashed. Luna, she's just stuck to swimsuit modeling, I think. She's well suited for that.
Information.
Some people claim it would cost them their lives.
And wasn't that the guy that was claimed to be funded by drug dealing? Rubio, whatever his name is.
They spoke out about these things.
You had information being locked away that could
Hey, Zondo, liar.
change the trajectory for species.
Oh, that stupid music, man. Ding. Promises to disrupt years of secrecy. Yeah, it hasn't. There's no way they can reveal it. People would panic if they revealed the truth. Riverton, I found it very hard to stay awake watching it. It was terrible.
This is
It's so boring. It's a recap of last since 2017.
the biggest discovery in human history.
But we got no pictures or videos of it, and the best we got is Corbell.
All right, The Age of Disclosure, available now, Amazon Prime. All right, here with more, the
Plug.
director and producer of this new documentary, Dan Farah, and the former director of the U.S. government's.
Oh my god, this guy looks like an AI generation, doesn't he? What's wrong? Looks like he's asleep or high on drugs or something.
UAP Task Force. Jay Stratton is with us. All right.
He looks so different. Maybe he's a alien replica.
Let's start, Dan, with the documentary. Let me just tell you where I am.
Look at me say stiff. His body language is way off, man.
I am really curious about it. I've asked a lot of questions about it. I've
Not the hard questions, mate.
been told, I've been given both sides in
No, you haven't.
terms of the answer to the question. Some people swear it's true. Other people say, no, it's not true. You know, like Area 51, et cetera, et cetera. I'm somewhat agnostic. I believe with God, all things are possible. If God...
He's too much of a gaudy man. Look at how he's looking also to making up a story.
created universes within universes within universes, are we that arrogant to believe that there couldn't be life elsewhere that might be even more
There's a memory recall there.
intelligent than we are? And we're not that intelligent sometimes.
Making up a story.
But what makes you think, why are you so certain?
Well, look, I made
Let's look at this guy. Mr. Dan, the man.
this film in pursuit of the truth, to find the answers to those big questions. I interviewed 34 very high-level government, military, and intelligence.
His body language is off already. He's looking straight at the camera. It's like it's reading a script.
Officials, ranging from Marco Rubio to sitting senators to intelligence officials, admirals, generals, and collectively...
He's not even looking there or there. So you're in the teleport.
They all broke their silence to reveal an 80-year cover-up.
Alright, did a quick memory recall there.
Of the existence of non-human intelligent life. And a high-stakes secret Cold War race that the United States is in with adversarial nations to reverse engineer technology of non-human origin. And this is...
Okay, let's for memory quick one there.
It's all been kept, from the public, from
Can I interrupt you, Dan?
Yeah.
One second.
Yeah.
Are you saying to me that Secretary of State Marco Rubio confirmed to you that not only do UFOs
Look at this guy. He's like a deer in headlights.
exist and life from some other location?
He's not even blinking. How can you not blink? You got to be taking drugs.
Exist, but we are fully
This guy's blinking all the time, so he's actually a wee bit nervous.
aware of it, and there's almost a Cold War
Did I see him blink then?
going on that has never been.
Hey, zombie man!
revealed to the American people?
This is
Marco
funny.
Rubio said that to you.
Rubio confirms on camera.
Blinking all the time.
UFOs, UAP, which they're now called, are in fact real. That's not a debate anymore. The only question now is who's controlling them, where are they from, what is their intention? He says on camera that UAP are
memory recall all the time.
Penetrating our most secure airspace, like our nuclear weapons sites, our military bases, and it's a major concern.
Look at that guy. I'm just telling you a fib.
Okay, Jay, where do you think this is coming from? Do we have any
the robots. Come on, get them on screen.
suspicion at all?
There we go. He's thinking, oh my god, he's asking me a question.
Well, the best way I can say, Sean, is it's not from here.
He's got to be AI, surely.
I spent 20
making up story.
20 years
Okay, making up story.
researching this topic, working this topic directly on behalf of the American people.
And you're lying through your teeth.
I did everything I could and did confirm that
making up a story.
Some of the things that they're seeing are obviously, completely
Making up a story.
terrestrial, whatever word you want to use there, from
Rote memory.
potential adversary nations, from, defense contractors
Lifting the eyebrows.
and companies here, commercial sources. However,
I haven't
there were
seen him do
still
memory
cases
recall once yet.
that we could not attribute to any nation on Earth.
Liar.
And that says a lot.
Do you both believe that they're hostile? Dan?
Oh, he's finally blinking. Woken him up.
Hostile forces, entities, if you will.
I think that's to be determined. We do not
So
know.
we don't know for sure.
We don't know what their intentions are. Look, I interviewed 34 military government intelligence officials, Sean.
He's like he shit his pants or something. I don't know. He's strange.
They couldn't tell us any better than you could what the intention of non-human.
I think he's worried about he's going to get asked a really hard question and he has to lie through his teeth.
Intelligent life is, right? All we know is that this is a real situation. It exists. There are UAP penetrating our most sensitive airspace. It is a problem. And even if you can't wrap your head around the idea of it being non-human intelligent life, what are the choices you're left with?
I don't know, something wrong with this guy.
Adversarial nation like China or Russia has leapfrogged us technologically and is invading our
He's not doing any memory recall.
most classified and protected airspace. That's not great either. So, no matter how you have to look at it to get your head wrapped around it, it's got to become a serious conversation, a serious national conversation, a serious global conversation.
I think he's told the story so much, this guy, that he doesn't have to do any memory recall and he's just blabbing it all out. It's like a story that he reads to the kids every night.
Conversation. And, the film reveals there has been a deeply hidden crash retrieval and reverse engineering program in the United States.
We haven't.
China has one, Russia has one. There is, in fact, a high-stakes secret Cold War race. Rubio talks about this race on camera, on the record, in the film, and makes it clear that if we don't get our act together as a nation, we're going to wake up one day. To quote him, he literally says, we will wake up one day and China will have beat us. And we won't know how they got there or when they got there, but we will be screwed.
I'll be watching myself.
That's it. Yeah, that body language was really funny. Jay Stratton, eh? So yeah, what do you think of it, guys? Do you really believe it? Because these guys aren't coming across credible to me. They're just telling stories with no evidence. It sounds good. Could be true, but we'll never know. Anyway, probably should wrap up. My sister's here. I suppose we better say hello. I think we're coming up to 4 hours, aren't we? Yeah, so it's time to wrap up on here. Yeah, if you got anything to say, now's the time, guys, before we go. Thanks for hitting a like if you like the show today. Like I said, it's really like meant to be a catch-up and the age of talking heads. No doubt we're going to hear more about it and more stuff to come out, but yeah, it's not worth the $25. $5 would even be too much, I'd say. Can't believe how many people bought it though. Suckers. Anyway, it's free ways to watch it if you know how. So I'm going to say good night now. And it's not worth watching it anyway. Good night all, take care. So hopefully there'll be another show next weekend. Not sure if we're going to get much time to research anything though going. And of course, what's her name? Hobbit wants to interview me on her live show, so I might do that on a Saturday. Good night all, take care. We looked at a few videos there though today. That's doing the rounds. Yeah, so yeah, I'll let you know about if I get interviewed by Stone Hobbit. Yeah, we got Robert Farmer coming up, probably be the 28th my time, which will be 27th your time. So hopefully you're on holidays then, can join the show. So I'll do the Christmas theme until Christmas is done, I guess. But I'll say good night now. It's amazing all that took 4 hours though. I thought it was only going to be really quick shows. Yeah, so here we go on that. 3 likes and Pilled. Yeah, Pilled has lost its way. Only 4 on YouTube, so YouTube it doesn't like me, so it's not promoting it. And Rumble, oddly enough, too there, but yeah. Sounds like I might have missed my sister. She's going now, by the sounds of it. I don't know. Ah, there's the dogs. Well, they're only just coming now, but I thought they were earlier. Anyway, I'm just going to end it. We are done. Yeah, YouTube's funny with the stats. It says 0 watching, but there'll be people are watching in the background with just the headphones, but not moving the mouse. And if you don't move the mouse every couple of minutes, it takes you off the counter. It's kind of stupid, really. Should be an option to say I'm always here, but listen in the background. But that's no good because they want to put up ads or stuff, probably. Thanks, Mike, for your donation. Although I need another 100 US, no, 100 New Zealand, which is 50 US or pounds, to be able to get a payout. So it won't be anything this Christmas, by the looks of it. I think we only got about $50 in there at the moment. Okay, I better end this.